Hey, what's up? It's me. How's it going? Episode 59 in the house. Mike came by, so we did that. We talked all sorts of good stuff. The sound was kind of whack in the beginning because his mic was like way turned up, and I think I may have just hit it or something, and the knob turned up way higher. So I eventually fixed it. I think I did it here, and it might be quieter here. I don't know. I tried to fix it. So if it's really quiet here, or rather, it sounds good on my headphones. My headphones are like amazing, like really powerful. Like it's only at half, and it's like almost too loud all the time. So if it's quiet, I'm sorry. That makes sense. But otherwise, it was a good show. Enjoyed it. It's a good time talking, and I hope you enjoy.
This is your brain, and this
is your brain on Tom.
I think it works. I think we're here.
Whoa.
But, yep, back. I don't know. I think this is close to 69 or 59, 60 or something. I'm not sure exactly what number we're at, but Mike's back.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, not much.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been many moons, many episodes since I've been on.
Yeah, I've done a lot by myself recently. Just like, I don't know. I need to do them.
What are your solo ones about lately?
Just whatever I'm doing, what movies I saw, or what episode of Power Rangers I'm on.
Episode of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Does it vary that much between episodes?
No, I just watch
Is
a
it
lot
like
of it.
storyline?
What? Oh, the show?
I mean, like, what's going on? I mean, like, I know there is, but is it mostly filler, or is it mostly, like, arcs?
Depends on the series. Like, the first 6 are all, like, so focused around, like, the Zordon saga is what people call it, because Zordon's, like, a key player, even though not really in...
The head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really in Turbo. He, like, leaves, but he's in the beginning. And then, in space is, like, this big wrap-up. Like, they bring all the villains back, and, like, there's a bigger villain.
Yes.
And he does shit, yeah. So it's, like, a weird...
The
thing with
big
it.
team-up
Yeah,
episode.
so they do like that. And then I thought that's where it ended, and they stopped. They were just independent stories from there on. But then Lost Galaxy is, like... It, like, has... Like, it's in the same universe. Mm-hmm. Like, Bulk and Skull are in the first episode. They're not really in it. And then they take the spaceship that they flew in space, and, like, that's also their spaceship.
Kind of a tangent, but sort of not. Apparently, Jason and the Argonauts is, like, the superhero team-up movie of Greek mythology.
Is it really?
Like, all the people on that journey are, like, also are, like, pre-established characters. Like,
really?
Yeah, like, everyone he's going on that journey with, like, already has stories, apparently, or something I've heard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know the story very well, but...
I did a project on it once.
About that story?
Yeah, but I didn't, I was, like, in middle, or elementary school or something.
So you just copy-paste that Wikipedia article.
Before Wikipedia. So I just had a diagram.
You're old. No, I guess I... Wait, what'd you do? How'd you look
a diorama.
A diorama?
It was, like, in elementary school. I was, like, really young.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it was, like... Yeah.
Diorama is appropriate for elementary school.
So, like, I just did, like, something like that, and I don't remember it, but, yeah, the whole fleece thing and all that shit, yeah.
Yeah, the golden fleece.
Yeah. But I didn't know that, like, that never came up, but I wasn't really researching things, so how would I know?
Yeah.
It was, I remember thinking it was cool. That's why I picked it. It is
cool.
I was like,
yeah,
neat.
good choice.
A guy who goes on a thing.
What was the scope of the project? What were you picking out of? Like, stories?
Yeah, it was just Greek shit. Yeah, just like Greek. I don't remember what the fuck the context
Greek
was.
Stuff that happened.
I don't remember what the context was, but yeah, I remember that was the one I picked because I was like, that sounds really fucking cool. Jason sounds like a dope dude. And then,
Then you learned nothing. And
I don't remember. Well, I just all I remember was there's the Golden Fleece, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And then years later, playing God of War, and you run into Jason, and
you felt so educated.
I was like, I know this guy. And then you get like the Golden Fleece as it's like a shield type. It's like a reflective shield in that game.
In that game,
it's like your parry.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
I remember, was Medusa's head not a thing in that game?
It's in the first one.
You could like hold it up and turn enemies into stone. And it turns
them to stone, and then you can fight other Gorgons and like tear their heads off.
Oh, right on.
And like,
use them?
I think you could use them. If I remember, it's been a little while since I played all. I recently played them all, but I played them all like in succession, so I don't remember exactly what happened. But you definitely, like, that was the way you got magic back, because you tore their heads off. Which makes sense, too, because, like, that's where they're most dangerous, so just remove that.
Yeah.
I think you could, like, tear it off and use it against someone or something like that.
Neat. None of our Gorgons, though. Can they look at each other, or is it just like a really lonely society?
I think that's the one they didn't work on. At least the Medusa head you had, I don't think worked on them. I don't remember. It's been a little while. But that game is actually really fun.
God of War?
Yeah.
All of them?
I don't like
just talking
the
about them
newest
as a
one.
whole? Oh, you don't like the newest one?
No.
I heard great things about it.
It's
like The Last of Us, but
yeah, exactly. It's your fucking, movie. It's your Oscar movie video game equivalent, but it's really boring. Yeah. The combat sucks.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's not really good.
Is it not as action-packed as the first?
No, not really. I mean, yeah, for the first one, you're just throwing shit around and like
crazy,
it looks really cool. But like in this one,
game.
Yeah, the new one's like got that tight shoulder camera, and you're just kind of like, yeah, it's
like, is it gritty, down to earth?
It's like more down to earth, and like, I mean, I don't mind Kratos in that.
Is he immortal or what? What's going on with that guy?
he has reached godhood
by like just force of will.
Force of will.
He just got up there, and he's like, ah.
He's Zeus's son.
Oh, so he was.
So he's like already there, but he had achieved full godhood by force of will.
Yeah, because he kills Ares. He just sort of like walks in there. Is that the deal?
Yeah. So like Ares
he becomes the god of war.
Yeah,
is that at the end of the first one?
The first one ends with him on the throne, like in Conan. He's on the throne,
oh yeah.
And it's like that some narrator talking about
good
how
old
like
Conan.
Like Conan's awesome.
That's some cool shit.
I want to watch those movies again.
I want to get those. Nah, dude. I want to get like the fucking pulp magazines.
Oh,
like the
those,
OG,
yeah.
like the original source material. To
Dude, that
Conan
guy was so
the
crazy.
Barbarian. Was he?
Yeah, he was like, he like never left home, lived with his mom, and then like killed himself after she died.
Whoa.
And then always thought that like Conan was over his shoulder while he wrote to make him write.
What?
Yeah, he was like a crazy person. Yeah.
Conan was over his shoulder, like guiding him or like forcing him to
I don't remember the detail.
Was it aggressive?
Like, I want to say it was aggressive. I mean, Conan's an aggressive character, so I would
know,
assume.
but like he's also wasn't he like a wise king? I mean, he's like the basic.
Is he?
The hero myth thing. I don't know. I mean, he was a king, right? I mean, I'm sure he didn't suck at it.
He is a king. I just don't know to what extent. And like he's he's a Conan the Barbarian, so I'm gonna assume he's still an aggressive king.
Don't know,
but
yeah,
it was he was a weird dude. I forget his name, the author, but he's like a weird dude.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, he was like really. I don't know. Most writers are. Have you ever seen the documentary on Lovecraft?
No, but he was a weird guy.
Dude was super weird.
that guy, I believe, was weird.
He was like all of the horror stuff is like the horror, like the scared aspect of it comes from just his deep-seated racism.
Really?
Yeah, he's like a hardcore racist.
Just afraid of the other.
Yeah,
he's so good at articulating
the other
it.
in those things were like the black people down the street. Like he was like afraid. Like he was like, if you're not from Rhode Island or white, fuck yourself. Wow. Yeah.
Lovecraft.
Yeah, it's great. And the documentary had like Neil Gaiman and
Gaiman. He's a cool guy.
Guillermo del Toro, because they get a lot from him.
Yeah.
And everyone in the documentary was like, he was really xenophobic. It's like, no, he's a racist.
Yeah, xenophobic. Well, that's the word for it.
Right, but they were trying to pad it. Even though then they go to like, oh, and one of the characters in his books was the N-word cat. And like,
ooh,
like I don't know how do you defend.
Lovecraft. You can't. It's undefendable.
Yeah, it was pretty. I didn't know that about him, but I've never really read any of that stuff. So
yeah,
because it's just they're all like short stories, I think, or something.
Yeah, I've like poked around at them. It's not super interesting. It's just like conceptually interesting.
Yeah, and that's why I think I like it more of like a just.
Yeah,
like,
I would play
idea.
Call of Cthulhu. I would do that.
Oh yeah,
that
the
I
game?
could get into. Yeah.
I've never done that. I only know the rules.
I don't either. I know you can like go insane.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like. Yeah, but I don't think there's a way to like dial back. Like when you like lose sanity hit points. I think I don't think there's a way to recover.
Oh, really?
Like I think the game is like an
inevitable loss.
It's an inevitable like failure. Yeah.
Oh. I think you're right. Actually, that makes sense. Isn't that the whole point of the whole thing?
I think so. Yeah, you're supposed to get. I've never played it, but yeah, I think you're supposed to get.
No, but like the whole Cthulhu thing.
Yeah, so you're just
inevitable
powerless.
loss.
Yeah, there's just no. Like you can discover what it is, but it's too much for you.
Right. If you discover what it is,
like you can get to the bottom of it, but you're too deep now. You're like in the 12th dimension of torment or whatever.
Oh wow.
I don't know. I don't know if it's interdimensional.
I think it. No, it's not. Is it?
I couldn't tell you.
A lot of my like
Cthulhu's at the bottom of the sea. Is that
a thing? And then a lot of the language you can't speak. That's why it's written so dumb.
Right.
Because it's not meant for like a human tongue.
Yeah.
So like. The fucking manga I'm reading, Promised Neverland, has like a similar thing going on.
Promised Neverland?
The Promised Neverland, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a demon.
What is it
group.
about?
It's about massive spoilers for this. It's
massive.
Because in the first chapter, it's built really interesting. Where it's like I've talked about it a little bit on the show before, but like they start it with
your
like
industrious fan base is already familiar.
Like they start with
in case you're just popping in for me.
Yeah.
let's get the lowdown.
They open with like a bunch of kids in like an orphanage, and then this girl narrator who's the protagonist is like oh, my life is so, like, great. I got my family, and I got, my mama, and we got the house, and then our barcode tattoos and our crazy tests, and, like, it, like, escalates like that, and you later find out that they're all being, by the end of chapter 1, you're finding out that they're being harvested for demons.
Oh, my God.
To eat. Because, like, so, like, there was, like, this huge war that happened, and between the humans and the humans just love eating people. Whoa. So they're like, hey, how about you take this half of the world, we'll take this half of the world, and we'll farm children for you so that you don't have to come and eat us. And so they make like a jailbreak and all that stuff. But like a couple of their names are like written like you can't pronounce it.
Because they're in demonic.
Yeah, but like they're written in a, it's not even like so like the characters will be talking about like they're trying to meet this character, and Emma met them like in a vision this week, but it's just like scratch. It's like you can't. It's not even like in like I don't.
It's not even like a script.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to like pronounce it because it's not even like letters. It's like because that's their language or whatever.
Right. That's cool.
It's a really fucking cool story, and it's just like these like it's kind of like it's in Shonen Jump, but it's very similar to like a Death Note, where it's like more about like the mental battle between because like they're fucking like 13 years old or something. They're really
trying to battle against the demons.
Yeah, because like they're incredibly smart kids because the demons like big brain kids or something. So like
that's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, so they they test them in this like real intense way. So they're all like really smart and like some of them like they know like Morse code and like all this stuff. So like there's like the like humans that are like they hate this idea, but they work for the demons. Have been like leaving clues at these farm orphanages, and they're like finding them where it's like they'll have like this guy Minerva is like the guy that they're trying to reach to, and he has like a stamp, and the stamp, the ring of the stamp, the outer part of it is looks like the ink is when you stamp something, it's not perfect. It's actually done that purposely for Morse code. So each one in all these books were like this huge message. Neat. So they go through all these books like, oh, this is the one Minerva had. And they look at it and they're like, oh, all this is Morse code. And they like break that down. Yeah. So it does like a lot of cool stuff like that.
That is neat.
Which I always love. I love the
and
cat
it's in Shonen Jump?
It's in Shonen Jump, yeah.
Wow, it's so the themes are so dark.
Yeah.
The human harvesting, that's dark. I mean, like Attack on Titan is dark.
Yeah.
That's really dark.
That's not in Shonen Jump though.
What is that in? Where do you find that?
I don't remember. Is it in Jump Plus? I forget.
In any case, I feel like the harvesting is darker.
No, it's super dark.
Way
because, like,
darker.
They have like the thing with their farm. It's like with like Grace Field is like the best one because like the kids are like happy and they think they're. And so like when the kids get harvested, it's like they're getting adopted. Oh, see you, bye.
Jesus!
And then like Emma just happened to be.
There's
like,
no dignity there. There's a little dignity in the last stand that is Attack on Titan.
Like a kid was going to go away and he was like a little kid. Yeah. And she was like, oh no, he forgot his bear because like she thinks he's a person. So she ran to go after him, and there's like this big gate the kids are not allowed to go to because that's obviously where the demons are. So she goes to go give him this bear as he's leaving, and then she ducks away under this truck, and these two demons come out and they're like, oh, can we just eat him now? And she's like, what the fuck? And the demons look fucking crazy. And so like, but like the whole time you're led to believe that it's just like a weird house where it's like maybe the Holocaust, but it's a more dramatic Holocaust.
So crazy.
And now that they've broken out, we've learned that like they had it good. There's ones where like you just are strapped to a chair and fed nonstop because they're like mass processing
This is Shonen Jump?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is for children. I can't believe that.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. It's a great series. Too intense. It's great.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Like I love all the protagonists and stuff. They're all really fucking cool.
It's a lot for me.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
And there's like these they've run into these two older guys who had escaped their farm like years ago, and they've been like trying to like fight back, and like the one guy's missing an arm and stuff. He's got like scars on his face because they've been going through such an intense. They've lived such an intense life.
They live so close to
the edge. And then the arc that just finished, they. Like the guy Minerva had told them like these coordinates, so they went to this place and it was like this little town, and basically this town was used for this like it's like a really rich, I think it was a baron or something within this demon society, and he because like what they used to do was hunt the humans, and he misses that. Wow. So it's like the most dangerous game of like with demons. So he kidnaps children that escape, or like he'll buy them from other farms to hunt them, and he'll have like these big hunting parties. So there's like 5 of them that showed up, and they go and hunt kids.
I can't even believe this.
Yeah, it's really good.
That is insane.
And so like the demons are really fast and like smart and stuff.
What
so they
is
have
the
to,
harvesting age?
Like I think 15, 16, like really young. But then some of the kids are if the kids don't show like they raise them as long as they show promise.
Yeah.
So like at the beginning, the kid who was really young got adopted because he stopped showing promise. So like, all right, we'll harvest him now. So they get rid of him. But like the main character, Emma, Ray, and what was the other kid's name? There was 3 main characters. Norman.
So
They're the super smart kids, and that's why they're protagonists. So they stayed them for a long time. But I think at maximum, I think it was 15 or something.
Holy shit.
That was like the max age, and then you moved.
Holy shit.
And for once, they're like drawn and like written as children because they're fighting demons. It's not like a Naruto or One Piece where it's like
fucking great though.
Where it's like, oh, I'm a child, but I'm competing with adults. Like they're actually children competing with demons.
In Naruto, he grows up like he's eventually like 16 or something. It ends when he's.
But like that's so weird.
I know it's still young. It's still pretty young, but like.
Where were you at 16? Were you fighting a war?
No, but like in terms of like, I guess like he came. He got bigger. He was at least as tall as everybody.
Oh, right,
like
yeah. Like Luffy's 19, and I find that strange.
Yeah.
Like Luffy's like 19 in the current arc.
When did he start at?
17.
Wow.
And like I think it was 17. I think when we first see him, he's 15.
That's a little better.
Takes 2 years to train, leaves at 17, and then another 2 years the time skip. He's 19.
That's a little better.
And like
Naruto
even that's crazy.
Young. But I think because I think they started at 15 and a year passed, 2 years passed, or something like that. No, I don't know. 3 years? I forget what it was. I used to be more familiar with this.
Well, you're reading it again now, right?
Yeah, I just like picked it up from where I was. And it's not hard to get back into. It's like Squad A is over here. Kakashi and guy it's such you're supposed to be reading it weekly, so they're really good at like keeping you in it and reminding you what's going on. Yeah. So I was like, okay, thank you, sensory ninjas, for catching me up by describing the landscape of the battlefield.
Yeah, it's sometimes where it's like it is hard to keep up with a weekly manga release because like, what the fuck was happening? If some of them aren't written right, like
Naruto's very good at keeping me in the loop.
I think that's what's key to make a successful manga. Because like I've been reading, I think I'm giving up on it, Goblin Slayer, and it releases like once a month. And I pick it up every week and go, what the fuck is happening? I have no idea what's going on. They're in a cave. Did I miss a chapter? I have no idea. I can't do this anymore. So I'm probably going to stop that. I'm thinking about picking up Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
But it's really badly drawn.
Is it?
He didn't know what to do. I mean, he's obviously got better.
Well written.
But it's really well written, and that's what I think I want to stick around. But like,
you can make it.
One that's weird is like manga chapter 1s are like, pilots of a TV show, so they're like a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And that always discourages me. Like,
really?
More than 19 pages.
You gotta make it through 46 pages, you're gonna die.
More than 19 pages. I can't handle it. Yeah, exactly.
But like
46.
That's how you know if it's a good one.
Right, yeah. And like Promised Neverland nailed that. They took that 46 and they nailed it.
I feel like Naruto did too. Have you read that first chapter?
No, I haven't.
It's a good one. There's a lot more. You'll be like, I thought this was like the 7th episode. When you get to towards the end, you're like, this was all the first episode. It's a lot happens. They pack it tight. It's really good.
I'm thinking about also. I think I'm going to have to watch Dragon Ball.
I come on to like the podcast where you talk about manga.
Yeah.
And all I have is like the 1.0. That's all I've read is Naruto. But it's so good, you guys.
It's a big one. It's a big blind spot in my like.
It is. It's your blind spot. I'm coming into.
Because it's like the Naruto one I really don't know that much.
And I'm going to read Boruto, and I'll report back here.
I was just thinking about that today. I don't know anything about it. Like I tweeted you. I sent you that tweet of the Arby's thing where it's like you can play as Boruto and Boruto's dad.
Boruto's dad.
But like I don't know anything about Boruto. I have no have like a. I understand the basic characters like Naruto, but I have no idea what's going on in Boruto. I have no idea what happened.
I haven't, totally not aware.
Like, it's just like, it could just be, I know it's him, his son.
Yep. That's as far as I am.
I've never seen that.
I'm sure there's more progeny in there.
There was a tweet similar to that one where it was Naruto sitting with Boruto at the ramen stand, and there was a ghost thing of young Naruto, and then,
what?
Yeah. And
like,
so,
okay.
You know Naruto in the very first episode?
Yes, he's like sitting with that.
Yeah, so it was like they were doing that again, but he was with his son this time. So I had like a ghost version of him to show like the passage of time. Yeah. And someone was like, does Naruto have another son?
Who's blonde Boruto?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh, Naruto's son died? This is so sad. Yeah.
Other son is dead. But it's weird. That's weird. I think that's a ghost version of Naruto sitting with the adult. That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it's a little weird, yeah.
It's definitely weird. They definitely fucked that up.
I don't think Boruto's written by the same guy, right?
I think it's one of his assistants.
Yeah, I think he overwatched it. That's what Super's the same way.
Well, so fuck it.
People love Super, Dragon Ball Super, so go for it.
Shruggaroony. Yeah, I mean, they sort of probably... They were waiting for their chance to jump in, maybe. They're like, oh, this guy's really fucking this up. Because, I mean, Naruto is just a terrible ending. Yeah. So, maybe they're sitting there, like, ready to pounce at it. It's like, dude, could we just... Do you think maybe... And then, like, they finally have the reins that, like, it's, like, amazing because they have all these ideas.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people hate the last boss of Naruto because it's like such poor setup. It just happens. And everyone's like, but why? You had all this other stuff you could use.
Why? Yeah, it's an okay, like, on the whole, it's like
the concept of Ninja War is so amazing.
So cool.
It's so amazing.
It's such a good idea that they really. Maybe it was too ambitious to make it interesting.
I mean, it's part of
there's like the thing I guess that's good about the fights is it's like a one-on-one and they get really intricate and it's like you win by this weird. Like, you have to go back and explain it. It was such a slight thing. But in the Ninja War, it's just like, wall of element against my wall of element. And it's like, look at them clashing. Or, giant monster transformation. And everybody has the
Everyone
new
has
form,
one of those.
And it's stupid. It's like,
it is
too big, too ambitious.
But see, you can do big well.
You can, but then the ninja thing is like... that special forces unit, what I mean?
Right, yeah.
It's cool on a smaller
That's the thing.
scale.
One Piece had like a big war moment, and like it was really just a showcase. It's like the very middle section, so it's a showcase what like a big dick dude looks like.
Yeah.
So like Whitebeard shows up and he flips an island. And you're like, motherfucker.
That's pretty cool.
This guy can fuck.
Yeah.
But
I think what they should have did was not made ninjas so prominent to like world politics.
That is weird. I didn't.
Had a very more so behind the scenes war with just like villages uniting.
I thought that's all there
like
was.
the regular civilian
I didn't realize that there was like. Yeah, I didn't realize there was civilian government.
Yeah, the Kages are like separate things from the daimyos.
I thought the ninjas were like literally the entire world. I didn't.
Yeah,
realize
and it kind of is. They're like the most important military powers or whatever.
Yeah,
that's like their thing. Like a country with a hidden village is like.
I thought the hidden village. It sounds so stupid because it's called the hidden village, but I thought that was just like.
Yep. No, it's dumb, and it should be a hidden village, but it's like in no way is it a secret that these countries have like magic export.
Ninjas,
They export magic fighters. That's their thing.
I don't know. It sounds cool though. I like it. It's like a cool idea.
Cool. Yeah, no, it's amazing.
And like if I'm gonna read like anything after One Piece, it's gonna be Naruto before Bleach because Bleach is a fucking nightmare.
Bleach. Is it bad?
He really so to put in perspective, Zombie Powder, the series he did before, is 4 volumes.
And the other one is like 70.
Yeah. So he wanted to stop way early, and they wouldn't let him.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't let him.
Yeah. So
like, you're out of this business if you stop drawing the demon ship.
He really attempted to tank it at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
He tried to tank it.
There's a part like
and then people
Nick has been on here talking about this before too.
Rolf?
Yeah, because he's a fan.
Shout out to your boy
of Bleach, and there's a part where he just calls it ammonia because it ends. There's an ending of Bleach, and then ammonia starts. Like it starts.
Ammonia starts?
No, it's still Bleach, but like it's so.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's like
mustard gas.
Exactly. It's like it's a different. The Bleach story keeps going. But really, it should have ended here, but it keeps going.
Yep.
Like
that's so funny.
Like he doesn't.
It was done there.
Yeah.
That's where he chose to end.
Because it wraps up perfectly. As like a kid who can't see ghosts anymore.
Yeah.
That is perfect. Oh wow. Yeah. So
he just like gets out of it.
And
he's out of the game.
Yeah. So it's like because that's how it opens. He's just a normal kid who can see ghosts. He's like really annoyed by it.
You gotta allow finishers to series. You gotta do it in chunks.
It's hard. Every once in a while, I'm reading stuff where I'm like, I'm wondering if this is gonna be over because like manga's not supposed to go that long.
Yeah.
Like 300-400 is like rare. So like the Promised Neverland just at 100. I'm like, it would be weird. I mean, it makes sense if this kind of ended like maybe another maybe 50 100. Like I could see it potentially wrapping up.
Yeah.
Because they're talking because like the basically the promise is that demons stay over here, humans stay over here, and now their goal is to set up a new promise. So like if they do that, how much longer can this go for? Like it's got to end.
Well, maybe they'll set up like a new promise that is only marginally better than the first one, and so they'll have to use the foothold they gain to make another move. They could
stretch have a time skip too, where Emma's like an actual adult doing something.
Yeah,
but like
they could skip to like the open rebellion phase, and it's like a demon-human war part 2.
It's about to have an anime.
Nice.
It's gonna be dope.
That is cool.
I'm probably gonna want to actually be one of the ones I who watch and read.
Yeah, I want to watch anime.
Just get. I was just toying with this idea like recently. So there's a service called Verve. VRV, and it has Crunchyroll and Funimation inside of it, and apparently it's
how much is it?
$10 a month, and you can get what is like Crunchyroll 7. I think Funimation's like a few bucks too.
Yeah, I'd throw in for that.
But like, I'm like, is there a drawback? Like, where do I lose? But apparently there isn't. Huh. I would look into it and like, nope, it's the same catalog.
Is it going to be like Movie Pass? They're not going to realize they're
no, it's been around for a while.
Okay.
but like I've always
He's like, oh wait a minute, this hemorrhages money.
The reason I started looking into it again is because they just picked up Nicktoons or Nick Splat, and it's all the old Nickelodeon stuff from when we were kids.
Like the Angry Beavers.
Yep, Angry Beavers, Our Real Monsters, Kenan and Kel, all that, like all the old shit, all the old shit. I think there's even game shows like Legends of the Hidden Temple and shit.
Oh,
so it's like all the old stuff. Because when I really initially looked at, because I was like, there's all Power Rangers is on Nicktoons now or Nickelodeon, and I was like, well, I don't have that anymore. So if I get caught up, where would I watch it? And so I was like, does Verve have just like as they release Nicktoons, like Nickelodeon stuff? And no, they don't. So, but they have a bunch of other stuff, and I'm like, how the fuck does this exist? I'm so confused. And apparently, there's no drawback.
That is weird.
Yeah, there's like no drawback. You can just.
I don't buy it.
I don't either. I don't understand how it works.
It's a lie.
I just don't get it. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
But I have Crunchyroll now, and like I just use it occasionally.
Yeah.
And then, but Funimation has Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball.
What's like a good anime? What's a good mech anime? Ever watch a mech anime?
A good one. Robotech is like one of the first ones.
What's like a short one? Dude, you know. I'll tell you what. Naruto is an ambitious thing to start on. It's like it's long.
Yeah.
But I did very good on the progress, and I can get there.
Have you watched Gurren Lagann?
Reading it. Gurren Lagann? Not really.
That's a mech anime. It's pretty short. It's maybe 30-something episodes.
Righteous. Maybe I will.
And it's like fun. It's a lot of like.
Yeah, no, I want a deadly serious one.
Oh, you want a deadly serious one?
You know what I want to watch is Code Geass. I know that show is not short, but
no, it's not short.
But it seems
I actually want to
cool.
rewatch that too. I've watched the first few episodes. I've never finished it.
I've never seen it all. Yeah.
Another one that might be good is, and this is not mech, but it's hyper serious. Is Legends of the Galactic Hero. Mm-hmm. It's based off a book. Not a manga, a book.
Like a Japanese book?
Yeah.
Like a light novel? Or like
a book. Like a book.
Good.
Like a novel.
Yes.
And it's like 100 and something episodes, but it's just space Game of Thrones.
That's cool.
Yeah. Hyper serious, like tactical, like the two, it's two factions. There's no like who's right, who's wrong. And like, they're both like very like respecting of their opponent. Like, yes, he did that's a good move, tactics.
The great chess match. Yeah, that's great.
So that's a good hyper serious, like.
Yeah, I want hyper serious, grim dark. I want lots of action.
Like no one's really moving, just like heads talking about like serious. I don't know where that one is. You probably just find it online.
I don't need lots of action, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what I want to watch. I have the anime aesthetic in mind.
I also get in that like that like phase where like I'm just gonna do this a lot.
Yep.
I really enjoyed Full Metal Alchemist, but I think the manga is going to be better.
Is it still happening, the manga?
No, it's over. Both are over, but the anime was done at a time where binging didn't exist. So a good 2 minutes of every episode is a recap of what you just watched, and it's like, I don't need this.
Brotherhood is like that?
Yeah. Because it was done in 2006 or something.
Yep.
It's like, this wasn't, the concept wasn't there, so you watched on a weekly basis. So
so they're trying to catch
a minute and a half of watching the last minute and a half of the last episode you just watched, or just having a conversation between two characters to catch you up on what just happened. But I just watched 8 episodes in a row. I don't need this.
I can't do that. I can't.
So,
it cannot be boring.
It's like kind of annoying.
I'll have to watch modern anime.
Yeah. It's a bit better that way just because people have the understanding.
I kind of want to watch Bebop again. That's a good.
Bebop's real good.
Trigun maybe. A little bit of Trigun.
I'm thinking about reading Trigun because obviously Trigun, the anime's not finished.
It's not finished? I don't remember that.
Yeah, remember how it just kind of ends, his battle with Knives?
Knives? Wasn't he
his brother in his last fight?
Not the prime antagonist?
It just kind of finishes. He walks through the desert with him over his shoulder.
Yeah, I thought that was just like badass. No. It's over, bitch.
No, there's a ton more. They ran out of money. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they ran out of money.
I thought that was the end.
No, there's a ton more in the manga.
That's so
There's this whole section of the manga where they're on a train.
Nice.
Yeah, there's like way more.
Okay.
And I always thought the manga came afterwards, so I never looked into it, but I recently found out that no, the manga's first. The manga's got way more.
Well, then maybe that's worth a go.
Yeah. I don't think it's as long as like Naruto either. I think you could like burn through that.
Oh, good.
Oh, actually, one I did read that's actually super short. Parasite. It's amazing.
What is it about?
A guy, so like there's like an alien parasite that lands on the planet and goes through your ear and tries to, or no, does it go through? Yeah, it tries to get to your brain. I don't know I forget if it went through your ear, but it enters your body and tries to get into your brain. And it takes over and you become a parasite, but you look like a person, you eat people. And the protagonist is like sleeping with earbuds in. I think it was, that's why. And so he goes through, I think, his hand. I think that's what it was. Because it ends up being in his hand. And so he wakes up seeing this thing crawl up him, so he ties a belt to him real quick. And after like, I think you have like, the parasite has like, I forget what it was, like 5 seconds to get to the brain. Or they stay there. So then he has this alien hand that like can talk to him and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And so he's like, but now he's bouncing between like, am I an alien or am I a person? And so he goes around like murdering the other ones that show up and stuff. It's fucking awesome. But it's only 81 chapters, 82 something like that, 85. It's really short and it's really really good. I think there's an anime too that like came out recently. Like I remember was loving the anime when it came out, maybe like 2016.
Yeah.
And that's probably only 26 episodes and probably covers the whole thing. I haven't watched it yet, but it's like I always thought it was like a jerk off manga.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's an alien as his hand, the monster's his hand. And like, I thought it was like a joke thing, but it's hyper serious. Just
good.
Like people getting cut and just blood pouring out of them. Like,
the best Guyver.
Like Guyver levels, yeah. It's really good.
Love that shit.
But that's a good one. It's like a good serious one. But I think
it's a good call.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something to watch as well, but when you watch Power Rangers all the time, it's hard. There's a lot of that.
That'll get in the way.
There's a lot of that.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's just like dudes in spandex punching dudes in rubber.
That is kind of cool.
I don't know. It's weird because like there's just like a part of me that like I don't know what it is. I just love it so much. I can't explain it. But it's like I'm watching it. I'm just like subconsciously, like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like,
Unexplainably coolest thing. It is cool.
Like I love it, and I've always loved it. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's literally always been a thing I've always like really enjoyed, and just don't have any reason to explain it. It's just something I think is so cool. It's just
we gotta get some costumes. We gotta make sense.
I want to make one.
Yeah,
but
that'd be sweet.
Hard, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
For the production budgets.
I guess if you could do an animated one.
Yeah, but even that's like.
Yeah, I know that's also extremely expensive and difficult, but
I think it'd be really fun to do one.
You could do it alone.
That's why I think it'd be easier to do like a rider series because it's a one.
Yeah, it's a one dude.
Suit. Yeah, you only need one suit. Well, you need multiple
motorcycle.
Suits. Yeah, motorcycle. Scarves.
God, it's great.
I have.
Does he fight like monsters? Is that common?
Terrorists in the first one.
Oh, wow.
He's fighting He's a cyborg for like the first like 9 or 10 seasons. Or it's always a cyborg.
Yo, I want to. Yeah,
it's not always the same guy.
That's cool.
Like they're cyborgs. And now like it's whatever, they fight monsters, they fight, but there are like the terrorists create monsters, but like he's fighting a terrorist organization.
Like what kind of terrorists? Are they trying to bomb buildings and stuff? Is it dark?
I haven't watched it yet. I have it.
Terrorists.
But there's a terrorist organization that like thinks they killed him. It's basically RoboCop.
Yeah, great.
It's like RoboCop.
Great.
I forget what his job was.
Was he a cop?
I want to say he's some kind of.
Now he's a common rider. Is he a bug?
Yeah, it's supposed to look like a grasshopper.
What the fuck is that about?
I don't remember. I haven't watched the actual thing yet.
It's weird.
But it's I don't know.
Well, I mean, I love it, but it's
the
weird.
idea.
It's just it's weird that it like caught like fire.
Yeah.
It's like fuck, dude, grasshopper on a motorcycle. You fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
this is what the people wanted.
The same guy made Sentai. The guy made Kamen Rider made Sentai. Like it was one dude.
Yeah, he knows what the people want.
Do you know why there's mechs in Sentai?
He just touches souls. Why? Because he liked them? Because he wanted mechs?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
There's a Spider-Man tokusatsu that uses the mech, and they're like, "This is cool. Give that to the Sentai show.
Make that their thing.
give this to them too." So yeah, the Spider-Man was the reason that there's a Megazord.
Hell yes.
The Spider-Man one's weird. It's like I don't understand. He's got like a gun sometimes. He's got like it's really strange, but
yeah,
it's like it's a goddamn delight.
Yeah. I could do some gunslinging anime. I could do some gunslinging Spider-Man in my life.
I would. Oh, that'd be actually. Yeah. Is there? Oh, there's Bagano is an anime about like people on a train. It's like a West thing. You might like that one too. It's a little bit more serious.
Nice.
Steins Gate's really good time travel one.
Yeah, I hear all good things about Steins Gate. Is it complicated? Will it be a difficulty on my brain?
No, it's just as long as you can understand like multiple timelines, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, I could probably bring it.
Yeah, it's like that
oh no. Yeah, I could.
It's just like it's like they have like a science to it. It's not Primer levels of complicated. Have you seen that movie?
Primer, yeah, that's something. That's a lot. That's an investment. Did the whole thing. Yeah, the one guy just
I didn't
right at it.
That. Yeah, he did the whole thing, and he's done a couple other movies. He has like a crazy diehard fan base.
Yeah.
Like
big time. People.
And he's only done like 5 movies or 4 movies or something, and they love him.
Oh yeah.
I've only seen Primer though. I've not watched the other.
I've only seen Primer.
But apparently, it's like he's like
it's discouraged me enough.
The writer, director, actor. He does everything of the production.
Yeah.
And like Primer is done for like so cheap. I forget what the number was, but it was like shockingly low. That movie is way too much though. That's like such a complicated film.
I mean, there's no effect for like the time travel. You just crawl in a box.
You crawl in a box and wake up late. Yeah.
That's really easy to do.
Yeah, that was. Oh man, the ending is cool too. That movie. That was really cool. I should watch.
Yeah, where they're like constructing the warehouse size
for bigger ones. Yeah.
What the fuck is he doing? It's so great. That's the best.
Yeah.
You have no idea what like the plan is.
Yeah, I forgot what the name of the other one was. There's one where he's like, it's not like Crazy Science. It's just like a romance or something. Like that's the other one he made.
Huh?
I forget what it's called though. Yeah, it's like not as complicated. It's just like really well written, like character dialogue.
Yeah,
but I can't remember what it's called. Because I thought also it would be like, because he's got like a degree in math, like a master's in math or something, and that's why he did Primer as like high as like technical as it was. Because he's like, well, fuck it, I know what this stuff is.
That is cool.
So he's just like really versed in like math or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta write what you know.
Gotta write what you know. And so he's like, I'm gonna write math.
Write math, the movie. And he did.
He did.
Big time did he write math.
Oh, he sure
movie.
did. It's really good though.
Yeah, it is really good. It's well made.
Yeah, for something like, yeah.
It's
for someone who didn't
it doesn't
even,
make
like,
any
film
sense,
school.
but makes you want to watch it again.
Yeah. But it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, no,
Like,
yeah,
it
makes sense
it.
enough that you're like, I gotta do that again.
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue
You
just
can
happened.
follow it. It's like,
yeah.
It makes sense.
You
It doesn't
can
make sense in terms of like you don't know what's happening. Because you're too dumb.
Right.
Math is hard.
That is so hard. What is that about?
Did I tell you I recently watched Kill Bill?
Yeah, I love Kill Bill.
That movie's dope as fuck.
It's fucking sweet.
It's so sick.
Tarantino's great.
I'm not. There was a really good video essay of like, and the thing I think is cool about it is like there's no narrator. It's just like spliced together interviews of like other people and Tarantino speaking. So it's like an essay, but from the mouth of the actual person.
Really?
Yeah, it's really fucking cool because like it's just him being in love with movies. Like,
yeah,
that guy just loves fucking movies.
That's his thing. Yeah,
like it's cool,
and he
it
like
shows
puts
it
together
though.
like
it really shows
his love of
yeah. Like there are things like I was watching something that was like, or I was reading a thing about like the different references in Kill Bill, and like who the fuck are those for but him? There are some that are so deep that you're like, I guess this was just he thought this was cool.
Yeah, so good.
I would like
That's what he wants.
I think it's he just does it.
He has a very
cool.
specific vision, and it's very cool.
His new one looks really, or sounds like it's gonna be cool. I haven't seen anything of it. It's I think it's One Night in Hollywood. It's about the Manson murders.
Huh.
The protagonist lived next door to, is it Sharon Tate? Is she the woman that was murdered?
Yeah.
So they live next to her.
But yes, sure.
The famous woman that was murdered by the Manson family, they live next to her.
Wow.
And so it's like that's going on in their house, and like the fuck, yeah. So it's
it
like
should just be like a regular movie. It has nothing to do with that. There's nothing.
It just happens at the same time.
It just so happens that they're next door. They don't show it.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's playing Manson. I think it's just like
at the very end they pick up a newspaper. No shit, that was next door. Holy shit.
Yeah. So much more.
Roll credits.
I'm Karen. Oh, hi.
Yeah. Very beginning or like whatever. She just like
introduces herself and then move on.
Introduces herself and we move on.
Oh my god, that'd be so stupid.
So funny. Are you kidding me?
Because everyone's like building up to be like this Manson movie, and it'd be so funny that nothing to. It sounds so like almost like a Coen Brothers movie when I've heard it explained.
Really?
And I'm curious to in terms of like where like how he's going to spin it, because like not being like directly involved in the situation, but like it being parallel.
Yeah,
to the
that's
story
weird.
Is like a weird thing.
Were they involved in the real life thing? The neighbors?
I don't know. I don't know anything about them. I mean, I barely know anything about the Manson murders to begin with.
I know nothing at all.
Yeah, it's like it was 30 years before I was born. It was forever. So I know nothing about that. Did you watch that documentary on the Oregon town thing, Wild Wild Country?
No.
I couldn't get through the whole thing.
I saw like a bit of the first episode, but something got in the way, and I never came back to it. But yeah, it's interesting conceptually.
Because that's like there's apparently like a YouTube video. It's like 40 minutes. That's like the same thing.
Huh.
So I might just watch that to get the full
sounds
story.
a lot better. Yeah.
Because like the 6 hours or whatever it is, 8 hours.
Not into that.
You can't do it. It's too much. Because it's a cool story.
Yeah, but I don't want to invest that kind of time.
But there's a lot going on for what seems like a little.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I need
small reward.
All that. Yeah.
Big time investment.
Yeah. But it's not.
For 40 minutes? I could give that story 40 minutes of attention.
I've already done 40 minutes. I've done more than 40 minutes. I wish it was over.
That's the great difficulty of books.
I don't know why documentaries want to do like episodes. It's weird.
I don't like that.
Except for a couple of them, like the murder ones are always
Planet
good.
Earth I like because it's just a different like landscape.
Yeah.
It's cool.
The murder ones I can follow. I'm like, I'll fuck with this for 10 episodes.
Yeah, that's cool.
But like I'm not like I didn't go back to The Staircase. They added like those 2 episodes when Netflix picked. Or no, they added 1 episode when Netflix picked it up. But there were I don't remember.
Like the jazz documentary is really good. The Ken Burns.
Oh yeah.
It's long, but it's good. It just covers a lot.
I just can't. I think what I needed. I don't need the break. I need to keep with it, or I'm like, oh, it's gone.
You just forget about it.
I need to keep going with this.
Yeah, Because they're like hour-long episodes, and you feel very complete.
You're like, oh, that was good.
You're
Yeah.
like, I'm
I
good.
learned something.
I'm done here.
And then if it's like, oh, but there's 8 more of these. You're like, I think I can
Oh,
stop.
boy. Yeah. And then it's intimidating. It's a little daunting.
But I don't know. But it's like, I like TV shows when they're an hour long. Like, I'll watch, I want to get back and watch all of Game of Thrones.
I much prefer a half an hour show, though.
Oh,
I
way
also
more.
want to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, if you can just slip in a New Girl episode.
Oh, God. New Girl's so good.
Such a great show. So funny.
So ridiculous.
So ridiculous.
How far into it are you?
Just started it.
Oh, okay.
So good.
It's real good. The first,
So
like,
good.
2 or 3 episodes or seasons are, like, fantastic.
Yeah,
and
just
I haven't
fantastic.
really watched past that, so I can't really speak of those ones, but
Do they get worse?
I have no idea. I
okay.
can't. I really
Well, like
barely
in
watched
2
them.
and 3, it's all good.
I think
up
it's
to
like,
that.
what I've watched is fantastic.
Good.
It's just goofy fun.
It is just goofy fun. It's
Not
it's
as
like there's
wholesome as A Good Place, but
no, it's not wholesome at all. There's like a ridiculous amount of sex and violence in it. like I was surprised. Like it's like a sitcom-y kind of show, but I was surprised to how often they resorted to like slapping each other. Like,
Oh, yeah,
like there's a lot
yeah.
of violence.
yeah.
It's like, wow, okay. And it's just very, very focused on the sex and violence, but it's like it's just really funny. It's still funny.
I love everyone in that show.
They still
The whole
managed to
cast
make
is
it
amazing.
So good.
They're all so fun.
So
The guy,
funny.
Nick,
Yeah.
he's awesome. I watched everything
funny.
he's been in. Even Think That Sucked. He did a Netflix movie about him being like a degenerate gambler, and I was like, oh, this will be funny. It was pretty boring though. It was
Yeah.
like, all right, I don't need this.
He's still good though.
Yeah, it was like still, it had him.
Yeah, I've seen
and,
him on other stuff.
he's
I
in,
love Schmidt. That's my favorite character.
He's in what the fuck's that called? I don't remember. The fucking Safety Not Guaranteed.
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah.
in
He
that.
is in the movie.
He's in Tag.
I don't know Tag.
Tag's that new movie that came out with like a bunch of different people. They play Tag once a year. It's based on a true story.
Yeah, fuck that stupid shit.
It was
Did
alright.
you see 8th grade?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I wanted to see it. Was it good?
It was pretty good, yeah.
I probably missed it.
I think it's still... No, it's not. I just checked the thing today. I don't think it's still around. But I think you could find it all over the place.
Yeah,
They-
I'm sure I can find it.
Like, it's...
Scotia? I don't know.
No, I mean, like, online, I bet it's going to put it out
Oh,
soon.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it'll probably be very reasonably reached.
Yeah.
It's very, like, cringy, though.
Really? Well, yeah,
It's
I
like-
imagine it's 8th grade.
It's 8th grade.
That book you have is huge. What is it?
It's Dune and the second Dune.
Oh, wow. It's just 2 books.
Well, Dune is technically 3 books.
Oh.
There's 3 sections.
You know what I
to it.
learned? The Lord of the Rings is technically 1 book.
Really?
It's 1 book in 5 volumes, not even 3. There's
really?
in no way is that a trilogy.
Really?
Yeah.
What are the 5 volumes called then?
I can't remember. It's not that. It's not what you think it is. I don't
Really?
even. Yeah.
Huh.
Like he insisted is a tale. It is 1 tale in these volumes.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that's just what it'd be.
Huh.
And the only thing he regrets is he didn't make it longer.
Really?
Yeah, I was reading like the foreword or whatever to Fellowship of the Ring. To what I thought was the Fellowship of the Ring. Turns out it's the whole thing. It's just all one big.
Oh, you should just have like the one big...
No, I don't have the tome. I was reading it
oh.
online, but it was like the whole thing.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. Oh, weird.
I mean, I would assume it's all one book,
Yeah.
or so he says.
I'd never even seen... Why would it never be released as a 5-piece?
I have no idea. I think it
that's-
should just be released as the one. If that's what he
even
wants,
just
that's
the
what he
one,
wants.
right? Yeah. But at the very least, like, here's it broken up in 5.
Yeah.
Like...
Maybe I'm getting that number wrong. I think it's 5. You should look it up.
all right.
Do the live research. I'll fill time. There is a specific section in the foreword based around the geography of the Shire, and it's so boring that I want to die.
I've never been able to read any of these because they're so boring.
But it's probably fairly helpful for the very first couple of chapters because they do quite a bit of chit chat about the town. But like, I don't want to get involved, so I just you can just read through it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
5?
Yeah, it's in 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they don't even have names.
No,
They're
it's
just
just a
it was just broken into 5.
yes. Okay, that's what it'd be.
Oh wait, no. This is
5 volumes.
oh, the 5 volumes are the Silmarillion, the Hobbit, and the 3.
Oh, that's a good set.
So that's what I'm looking at. Here.
Maybe
That's wrong.
maybe that's what they mean. Maybe all of that is
Yeah.
one story.
Which it is.
It is.
Like they all work together, but the Lord of the Rings is 1.
Yup.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Didn't he write it all to put his language into something?
Yeah, he was like, I like making languages.
We're all elfish, and it needs to go somewhere.
Yeah, he
needs
like
a
wanted-
home for
yeah.
it, and he found it.
So, yeah.
Middle Earth. Is Middle Earth supposed
Also,
to be
he did-
this Earth?
It's
Like at a
supposed
different
to.
time?
I have done maybe. I just remember reading that it was supposed to be British folk tales. Like they didn't have any, so he's like, or like lore or whatever.
They have stuff.
He wasn't happy, so he was like,
He
this will be
he
mine.
wanted an epic
Yeah.
or whatever, and he did it. He made
Like
it.
it didn't have like that Greek myth thing.
It.
So
well,
he's
yeah, but it's so.
So he's like wrote his own.
It's so British.
Like yeah, it's super
British. Because like the
yeah.
main character guys are like very unassuming.
Yeah.
Like extremely.
Right, because they're the
like,
Hobbit.
they're hobbits.
Timid hobbits.
It's like yes, this is very British.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
Isn't that weird how like that's the British way of doing it? But like I remember watching this thing about.
But it wasn't always because Beowulf is like a British story, but he was just the most badass motherfucker that walked the plains of the earth.
But like now that's us, like it's the Americans. I was reading a thing on. I was watching a video about like the British sense of humor. Yeah. And you know the scene in Animal House where like he's coming down the stairs and he smashes that guitar?
Fucking hilarious.
And they were like, Americans would want to be him, the British want to be the guy with the broken guitar because they find that far more hilarious.
Yeah.
And like that's so weird because
that's like what they're looking at.
Yeah, they're looking at that. The like despair. Is,
yeah, they're laughing at that guy getting his guitar smashed. We're laughing at that guy just taking it and smashing it. Yeah.
Like it's so interesting.
True. But then, I feel like I've seen that same thing. Where is that?
I don't remember. It's been a long time, but I always think of that when I think of like the way that they juxtapose with each other. It's like weirdly, how weirdly different. It's like focused.
Can I borrow a bathing suit for tomorrow? You have one?
Yeah, it's over there.
I think I'm gonna go.
Go where?
To New Hampshire.
Oh.
Portsmouth is like 3 hours away.
You going for like the day?
Beach day. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And stay the night, and my friend is having a birthday.
Oh, right. It's
hike
fucking
and
3-day
picnic.
weekend.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. So my friend is having a hike and picnic in Vermont, so it's 3 hours that way. 3 hours to Vermont, 3 hours back. Or no, it's only like an hour and a half back. Actually, I think it's much shorter.
It's the distance to things in Vermont is short, but the way to get there is long because there's no highways.
Yeah.
So you can be like, oh, it's like right there, but you have to go around a mountain as opposed to like through it.
Yeah, but that's beautiful. That's just a beautiful thing that they do.
It's just weird.
Yeah, but it's gorgeous, the scenery. I so prefer small roads. Like the small roads in New York State.
Terrifying.
Ridiculous. They're so like, it's just like great. It's gorgeous.
I was driving to work and I was going down like one of these small roads to get there, and there's a guy running and he just stuck his arm out.
What's your like city of working?
We were doing training in Clifton Park, but it's pretty much anywhere.
Here to Clifton Park is a nice ride. Going up that way.
The windy roads.
Yep.
But like a guy like was running there and he just like stuck his arm out as he rounded corners because like you would see that first, and I'm like, that's good. I was about to murder you. Thank God you did that, because these are super small and terrifying to drive on.
Yeah, those get a little windy.
And they're very like hilly and shit too.
Yeah, you just gotta go slow.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks you have to go slow, but if you're in it for like just soaking in the scenery. Pretty nice. Yeah. At night, it's fucking horrible.
Terrifying.
There's no
lights.
At night.
There's nothing
you could want.
You can't. It's
out of that.
Good
shit.
luck. You're probably dying.
Good luck. At least you can turn your high beams on.
Yeah,
no
the
one else
whole
is there.
Yeah. There's absolutely no one. There's barely houses.
Barely houses.
It's like just dead.
Very dead.
But
that's like nice. That's what makes it nice. It wasn't all fucked up by people. Just let it be and let the hills roll. Like the road moves with the landscape.
The road is not.
It wasn't like torn through.
Yeah,
so you get the more natural experience, and it's an interesting and varied landscape. New York State is like
it's weird.
More up and down than you'd think.
Yeah, it's like weirdly shaped.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of weird stuff going on. Like I think isn't like the Finger Lakes super low, but like the Adirondacks like have super high peaks and shit. Isn't that how it works?
I don't know.
Usually lakes mean low. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, right. That is. Well, no. The Adirondacks is like where glaciers melted or whatever. You know what I mean? That's why the mountains are like soft.
Oh, okay. Because that's the same. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess glaciers. I don't know. I hate the snow. We'll get out of here.
Do that. Well, yeah, and that's why the other mountains. Have I talked about this? The mountains in the west. The mountains. I feel like this is. I've spoken of this on record somewhere. Maybe not, but like the mountains out, like the Rocky Mountains are like jagged because they're plates smashing together, and the mountains in the Adirondack are smooth because it's formed from melting glaciers. Oh, so that's why they look different. Because of how they were.
I guess
formed.
The way you're saying that, it makes like sense.
It does, right? I never thought about it.
Never think about it,
right?
Yeah.
And then when someone said that to me, I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
So what? Those mountains get bigger, and these ones shrink with melting or something?
No, I don't know. I think they're made. It's just the way that they're made. Like that's why they're like so soft and curved. It's because it was like a melted glacier.
Are the Rocky Mountains on a plate border?
Yeah, tectonic plate. Because they just bumped up together. Like that whole stretch is like where plates knocked into each other, I guess. Yeah, and then I don't know. I haven't seen a map of the plates, but I assume California and that is like the end of that plate, because isn't that like a fault line there?
Yeah, it's the San Andreas
fault.
Fault.
There must be like a long plate there. I don't know.
I have no idea. I just have San
But I
Andreas.
always assumed, right? Because they're all like jaggedy.
No,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
mountains,
yeah. I mean, that's what why Hawaii is the way it is, because there's a
is that mountains or
the volcano is
oh right.
plates moving.
I thought the volcano was like making land with the
Right, yeah. So the furthest island was the first one, and then the way the plate are moving, the volcano moves because the volcano's like in one spot. So like that's how it moves or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's when it's active and whatever.
Wow, that's so crazy. Can you imagine like just going into the ocean? Then you found that place.
Oh,
You're like,
nuts.
holy shit.
Yeah.
We gave up so long ago. This is crazy. And like you just start a new society or whatever.
Yeah.
Wild. And it was like just out there doing that's so
Just
crazy.
people living on Hawaii is wild.
How fucking far away? You have
So far.
How do you get there, you
I
know?
don't know. Like,
You paddle the fuck out like the first people
Yeah.
had like canoes. That's all they had.
I would assume it's something closer to Moana. Boats.
Yeah, one of those like with the side
larger
things.
Yeah, the larger boat things.
But they must have had like a fleet to like colonize it. So
Yeah,
it was
you
just like
had-
there was like a bunch of people living out
But like
in the
what, were
ocean.
you just taking a shot in the dark? Like,
Shot in the dark. It
there's
must have been
land
like,
this way.
dude, this fucking sucks. I hate it here. Come on, guys, let's start our own thing. Like fucking, it must have been like weeks later. They're like, we're not, you know, like
Yeah.
some guy is like bullshitting them. Like it'll be fine. We'll find a place. He sees Hawaii. Thank fuck.
Right.
Oh my god. Please let there be food here.
Please let this not just be a rock.
Please, God, not another rock. But yeah, there must have been vegetation. They
Yes.
lived.
I mean, even some places that, like fucking Japan barely has resources, and they stuck it out for centuries.
That's crazy.
Like,
Yeah. Japan on its own.
like they just were
Very,
like, nah,
very
people,
isolated.
go away.
But they conquered a bunch of other islandy things. They were like the islander people.
Right, yeah, they had a bunch of islands. I mean, the whole thing's not
They spread the hell out, yeah.
But like, there's like nothing there.
Yeah.
Like that's why it was like there was like sort of like
Yeah, it's also
behind
packed
for
up
so
on
long.
each other.
Yeah, that's it. Now it's like super. On
No,
top
they
of
were
each
all
other.
behind for a while because we like
Isolation.
firebombed their stuff. Oh, that, yes.
No, the
that
isolation
part.
before that. I'm talking
Yes,
about.
that, yes.
When they were like, nah, everyone go away.
And then
We'll stay
Commodore
here, but they have
Matthew
nothing
Perry
there.
said, no, thank you.
That's
We
right, it
have
was
guns.
Matthew Perry.
Open the door. They said, okay.
It's the same Perry, Matthew Perry, same guy.
Yeah, same guy.
The guy isn't.
Yeah, he went on to a successful
Acting career. Just took a couple centuries. He's immortal.
yeah.
Could you fucking imagine?
No, I couldn't.
That'd be so crazy.
That would be crazy.
There's just like a couple people who are totally immortal.
Nobody thought to ask him.
Yeah.
Hey, are you Commodore Matthew Perry? Like the guy who... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just to happen once. That would be a fucking crazy, like, there's some kind of like, section of like immortals, and they just,
Yeah.
it's like, it's encouraged to change your name every 100 years
Yeah,
or
every
so.
so often. But
But
Matthew
he's like,
Perry
fuck
likes
it,
that
yeah.
one.
Or he rotates, like rotate a password.
He's back on
Yeah.
Matthew Perry. I don't think people would remember that.
Yeah. It wasn't
You're
that
not
big a
supposed to.
deal.
You're not supposed to do anything too high
Yeah.
key.
He's
Yeah,
done it
I
twice.
don't know. Yeah, he's really fucking it up. Really blowing his for the rest of his fucking mat. Sucks.
That'd be a cool story to like, kind of figure out how to write. Where it's like, this is just this one asshole, and he just keeps sticking around. It's like, fucking dude.
Dude, you gotta keep it low key.
I would say like they're vampires. I think it's just cooler if there's just people who are immortal. I think it's just a cooler
Why
idea.
not? Yeah,
Yeah.
by
Like,
no
why give 'em-
explanation.
Yeah.
There's no transmitting it. It's just
Yeah.
some people.
You just have it.
Yep.
Would they be born into it? I guess that'd be how you would like
No,
your
it's not genetic.
protagonist.
It just happens.
No, you just get born with it.
Yeah.
Like I think that's how you'd have to do your protagonist.
Yeah.
Because they'd be like, oh, you're the
But how would
immortal.
people know? Is there like a sensory between them? And they're like, oh, that guy's
I would
immortal.
say,
Or it's
the
like,
fact
oh, hey,
that
you've
you
been
don't-
around for
you
a
don't
while.
age.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start to not age, and then someone
They're like, oh, we need to get him away from normal people.
or at least inform. I mean, obviously, Matthew Perry decides to not do. that,
Matthew
but-
Perry does what the fuck he wants. You'd have to like the story would be so much filler between like the opening of the markets in Japan to like modern man. That's like you have to figure out how to transition from the
Like,
fucking
where the fuck was he?
the fucking Commodore to fucking Matthew Perry. That is the worst.
I mean, you probably do
would
like
hate
someone
that.
who wasn't him, but like he's just
Yeah.
a character within it.
So funny.
And then it's like you hear tales of the other
Yeah.
worlds, like this fucking asshole won't stop. We've told him once before. He keeps doing this.
Commodore.
Every time he comes to meetings, he demands you call him Commodore. But granted, he earned the title.
Granted. And then he lets it fade
Yeah.
for another.
It's only among the other
At
immortals.
the very least, he did that. That's so funny.
I mean, I guess if you're immortal, you have the chance to like learn that shit. Of like, well, I'll just be the best. I'll be a massive
You could just
successful
do anything
actor.
you want. Yeah, you'd have so much time to work on skills.
Yeah, just get really. I mean, he's not that amazing of an actor, but it's not like
I don't know anything about him.
He's no Daniel Day-Lewis or anything.
No,
where he's like,
not.
dedicating his life.
But
to
he
stuff.
was quite the Commodore. That he got really good at.
Has no one? I mean, you should. Oh God, that'd be so stupid.
It'd be so stupid. Are you about to say has nobody done that? Yes, Tom. Nobody has done that because it's fucking stupid.
It's so dumb. It's such a dumb idea. I love it.
Yeah, you better believe nobody did it. It's fucking dumb.
Like just do a document or like a biopic on Matthew Perry and cast Matthew Perry. He must know how to do this.
Oh my god, that would be great.
I just watched one of those fucking dumb movies with how Adam Sandler's doing like a million movies with Netflix. I watched The Week Of with Ben today.
The Week Of.
It's like Adam Sandler. His daughter's marrying Chris Rock's son. And like Chris Rock's barely in it. I don't really know why they cast him because like probably could save if you just cast someone a little cheaper. But
well, they wanted the name.
I guess it's one, but like it's on Netflix, so whatever. But it was like it's weirdly funny, but like way too long. It's like almost like 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Maybe it's only 2 hours, but it felt like 2.5 hours because it's a whole week. They cover all 7 days
In great detail.
Yeah, like what's happening in each move and stuff. But I can't believe those are being made. So like, why not have my Matthew Perry movie?
Are the people crying out for the Sandler?
No, he just remember when Sony got leaked or hacked?
Yeah.
There was emails in there that like, why the fuck are we paying Adam Sandler to make these pieces of shit? And so I think he left, and then Netflix is like, we got you, son. And now he does like a movie a year or something. He's got like some deal with Netflix because there's the Ridiculous Six. Is that the movie?
Yes.
And then there's like another one with like. Fucking Dustin Hoffman. There's like a ton of them on there. If you just like look up Adam Sandler on Netflix, you're gonna see a bunch because he's done like I think it's like once a year.
All I need a Dustin is The fucking Graduate.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Back it up. It's great.
It's
great.
Movie,
It's a fantastic film.
What's the one where he's walking through New York and the taxi almost hits him and he goes, "I'm walking here."
I don't know. It's like about a cowboy or something.
Yeah,
right?
that was an improvised line.
Cowboy in New York. Yeah, that's
the
what
reason I know that.
So they say. I don't know.
That's like that's the only thing I can remember of that movie, but I don't remember what it's about.
Yeah, I've never seen it. We watched that in Massman's thing.
Yeah.
It was a college course.
He showed that in a couple of his classes.
That's a great
I think
scene.
he just liked it a lot.
I bet he did.
I mean, it's really good in terms of like showing someone how to stay in character. Like this is really important. Staying in it.
Yeah.
And like not like breaking because like, oh my god, I got hit by a car. So like it's
keep it together. You're walking here.
Yeah. Like
stay in it. What are you doing? You're walking here. I don't believe you. Yeah. It's great. I believed him though.
That Michael Caine thing he showed us?
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's great. Masterclass.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Yep.
Michael Caine's a dope. What a fucking baller.
Such a baller. He was so beautiful when he was young. He's still beautiful.
He's so
man.
good. He's so good at his job.
Oh my god, wow, fuck. Is it Ian McKellen? Yeah, it's like him explaining his acting process to Ricky Gervais on some TV show.
Oh, really? What's that?
It's like, I forget what I just pretend to be the person or character like I'm playing in the film or play. It's like he said all the whole thing. I just imagine what it would be like and act as if I was that character. It's so funny.
That's the extent of it. That was it.
It was fucking hysterical.
It's so funny. I think I've seen this. He's like, I think of what it's like to be not Ian McKellen.
Right.
And I am.
When Peter Jackson asked me to be Kendall, I said, "You do realize I'm not an actual wizard, right?"
He's having fun.
So funny. But like that is the extent of performing. You just pretend to
you
be
are the thing.
It's so all this method stuff. I don't get it.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. I mean, I guess I can get into it.
Like there are some people where it makes sense. Like the Daniel Day-Lewis thing. It's like I'm gonna go be a cobbler for a year.
That is cool. And then I respect it.
There's the Jared Leto's who are sending dead animals and used condoms to their coworkers. That's like gross. Yeah, that's a little too much.
That's not great.
That's crossing a bit of a line.
There's a line. There's a line there that was.
If you're method acting, you want to disappear for a year, and that I'm okay with. You're gonna be an asshole.
Cool. Yeah, but being a dick is not. But I don't know if Daniel Day-Lewis was not playing Abe Lincoln and was playing a more dickish. You know what I'm saying?
True,
like if he was not playing such a dignified man,
he always plays dignified men.
Right, exactly.
He's always a dignified man.
So you know what I mean? Like if he was like a deranged psychopath, would he being
I mean, I guess you could say there's No Country for Old Men, or not, or There Will Be Blood character is like a little deranged.
Quite deranged, but
he's deranged in an elegant way.
Very dignified way.
Yeah, like he's very like kept together. Like even him like losing it is very still like formal.
Yep. What was that?
It's Battle.net makes noises. I didn't close everything before we started. But
yeah,
like
it's great.
That movie, I need to watch that movie again.
Yeah, me too.
It's been a long time since I watched it.
It has been a long time.
I watched it for college, and I haven't watched it since.
Yeah, there's movies I need to see, need to revisit. A lot of media out there to consume. There's a ridiculous amount of media. It's actually insane. It's a fucking.
I was thinking last night before I went to bed. I'm like, I think I consume too much media, but then I was like, what else would I do?
So much.
Because there's it's everything. It's not like I'm like oh, I just watch too much TV. Let me read a book. It's like that's still media. Like
so
the fact that I'm like,
consume. But yeah, you put a little effort into reading a book.
I guess.
But it's like too much sometimes.
Yeah.
I like an easy book.
Yeah, that's why I'm
books that challenge me. Back up.
Get the fuck out.
I'm just kidding.
Are you fucking? Who the fuck do you think I am?
Right. I'm trying to go to bed. I don't need this. But it's fun. I do like books that challenge you out of nowhere. Like
what?
I'm trying to think of a book that are just like media with a dark turn that challenges you out of nowhere. Like it's like it baits you in with like a lighthearted front end.
Like what?
I'm trying to think of an example, Tom.
You just need one.
I'm trying to think of one. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't exist. Maybe it needs to exist more. I do like it. I feel like Game of Thrones isn't like lighthearted on the front end.
But you're not
expect nearly what it gets to. When you're like
that episode 9
upon getting in, you're like
protagonist.
Yeah, upon getting in, you're like this isn't. It sets it up pretty like this is the good guy. Like this isn't going to challenge me so much. I mean, there's all these names, but I get what's happening here. Yeah. And it's like I have no idea what's going on here.
Everything's upside down.
I don't know who I'm supposed to like. Yeah. And then it's fun.
I still can't believe that show's popular.
Yeah, right. How did that happen?
It's so obtuse.
I think it's way too. But you can still just sort of just chill and watch.
I guess anything with titties and blood is gonna sell.
Titties and blood. I mean, it's just like there's enough of the like very. I guess I want to say lowbrow interesting things. Yeah. Like it's not all high politics. There's also like tournaments and like fighting and stuff.
Which
and
I guess
ninjas and cool shit and magic and dragons.
Which
it's
I guess is dope. Like boobs. A medieval way of thinking, where it's like the knaves will enjoy their boobs in fighting, and then there's the nobles doing their politics.
And then I mean even the peasants love to get into what their betters are all about.
Right, yeah, true too. Which is I guess what we're doing today anyway.
What the great will do, the less will prattle of. That's a line in 12th Night.
I've never read that one at all. I'm barely
it's very funny. You should just watch it. When am I doing it? You should come to Siena and see it.
Oh, that's right. You do theater.
No, maybe we aren't going to do it there. Wherever we do it next, you should come. It's very funny.
Is it actually?
It's a very funny play.
Is it funny contextually because of the way people are talking?
No, I think it's funny. I think you can pretty much get it.
Okay.
It's like the basic premise is like everyone is face blind, and there's a pair of twins that people like confuse for the other because it's a boy and a girl, but the girl is dressed up like a boy.
Oh, okay.
To get by in a foreign land. I mean, like nobody because they're clearly not the same person, you know. So like obviously it's just I guess maybe they had like twin boys when they did the play originally, so they wrote it for them. But it's just the joke is like 12th Night or face blind bisexuals because the guy ends up falling in love with like. Okay, so the girl who dresses up as a guy falls in love with a guy who's in love with a girl, and that girl that he's in love with. So it's like a love triangle with a bitch in bridge, as it were.
Oh, so
it's ridiculous. And then the B plot is like some people who want to engage in revelries are prevented by the steward of the estate, so they pull a funny joke on him.
Oh. Okay.
And it's very funny.
Huh. I mean, I guess like comedy.
And there's also like a duel. Yeah, you just got to see it.
It just works. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah. Like you just got to watch. I mean, yeah. It's a lot easier to sell on the comedy, I think, because it's just you can sort of just sit and watch it, and it's very ridiculous. Yeah,
because I know like if something's just like you probably don't like. I'll watch like a Japanese comedy and I don't know what they're saying, but I can understand it's like, I mean, I'm reading it, but it's still funny or whatever. So I guess that's like
I kind of want to watch like a slice of life, like anime.
There's a lot of those.
I know there is, but like, what's a good one? You know,
I don't know.
I gotta find the good stuff because I have no interest in like digging through to find something that I like.
There's so much
guidance.
There's like 20 something that release a season. Like there's just so much anime going on at all times.
There is.
It's like insane.
It's insane how much gets produced. Yeah, but people eat it up. They love it.
But then some of it's dog shit. I don't know. It's like crazy.
Some of it is dog shit.
There's just so much happening. It's like I don't know. It's hard to follow. Like and like finding like it's. I still don't even know if I have like an anime person that I would like follow. It's like you do the work for me, and I'll watch what you say.
Yeah, I don't trust anyone but my own judgments.
Like it's not.
But seriously, I feel like I would know what I want to watch when I saw it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's hard to.
Like I'll try something if there's buzz. And
yeah.
About it. And it's like, oh, people are talking about this thing.
The flavor of the month.
Yeah. It's like, oh, why are people talking about this? But even then, I'll like skip it. Why am I so tinny?
Tinny.
Like it'll just be like, oh, if someone's talking about this thing, I'll try this out. But then like I still skip things that are
remember Ace of Spades?
The game?
Yeah, you know.
The game's amazing.
It's an amazing game.
What do they call it? Build and shoot or something? Whatever the thing. It's the community is so dead. It's like not as fun.
But man, when it was the flavor of the month, it was so cool.
Like, it was awesome.
It was very fun. It was just rifles only.
Yeah. Once they changed that, it was like way different. And like the sensitivity in that game is so weird. Having like gone back and played build and shoot, it was like moving like real fast.
It was a wild game.
Shot. Yeah, it's so weird.
I feel like you know what would improve Counter-Strike a lot? Destructible environments.
Gotta play Rainbow Six Siege then.
Rainbow Six Siege is destructible. Yeah. I just feel like that would be cool.
There was a thing I was watching, or was I reading it? It was supposed to be a video and I read it. Whatever. It was an article about why Rainbow Six Siege is the best game for the player. Because it rewards study of the game. Yeah. Because, like, Counter-Strike, there's only so many angles you can come from. So you get used to, like, I'm going to watch this, and then, you know, as the round plays out, you can start checking off boxes of, like, they're not going to be here, they're not going to be here, and you can know where to, like, watch the angles and stuff like that. Where in Rainbow Six, you can, like, what some people will do is they'll, like, blow, like, a really small hole in the wall, and now they're watching this whole room without you even knowing they're in there. Or something like that. Yeah,
that is cool.
Like, because, like, you have, like... I only played the free weekend of it, but like you can like melee a wall or whatever, or you do something with a wall, you know, you shoot a wall or whatever, and it won't like remember Red Faction 2, like the wall would just blow up and there'd just be a big hole in the wall. So fun. It'll like have like incremental damage of the wall, so you can like put like a couple of small dips in it, and then there's like this like just like enough for your barrel of the gun to look through this thing.
That's so cool.
Or whatever, and like you can do smaller stuff like that, and like so they were saying that like if you're studying the game as a top player. You're going to be rewarded because you're going to know you can come from this crazy angle. You can shoot through the floor because this guy's going to stand here. You can just kill him, you know, whatever. There's no, like, cool. Standard spots.
I would think it would work for Counter-Strike because even if, like, not a lot of environment destruction happened, at the very end of the round, if the bomb blows up, it would just you could just, like, collapse a huge portion of the stage, which would be cool.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty neat. Actually,
and then you just see, like, the result of the terrorist attack, like, go through. Fun.
Yeah, that would be that would actually be pretty weird.
Because Overpass is like a bridge collapse if you do the B site.
Yeah, I guess it is.
It would be cool to watch it go.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And like for Overpass, what's the A site?
A site's the bank area with the trucks.
With all the trucks. I guess.
I think whatever's in the boxes that you can plant if you're coming from bathrooms. I don't know what's in that, but I guess.
Yeah, the cargo.
I guess the cargo. Yeah, I guess that's what you're looking to blow up. I don't know.
Yeah, I like train. It's the best map. Blow up some trains.
They're nuclear trains.
Yes, one of them is. I thought, but we're both.
Definitely the B site.
You got the guy you're kind of going off.
I think A is too.
I want to play Half-Life 2 right now. It's such a good game.
I've never gotten into either of the Half-Life games.
You should play the first one. You should give it an honest go.
All right.
It's a fast-paced. It's a thinking man's FPS. You gotta think. It's hard. You'll get stuck on like a section.
Like from a puzzle, or just because
from a puzzle, you'll get stuck. Like, how do I progress? I don't even understand. And it'll probably be that part with the giant claw monster.
I don't know what that is.
You'll find out, and you'll be like, I don't know how to proceed. Time for a guide, and you might look it up because it's really fucking hard. But it's really fun. No, the guns are always in style. Like
that's always cool.
Are you always using that pistol to the very end? If like a zombie comes, I'll use my pistol. It's perfect for these guys.
What's isn't it like a remake or something? Like a fan?
Black Mesa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's done. I want it to be done. I
thought it was close to be done or was done in like a beta state maybe?
Yeah, it just doesn't have the alien levels yet, I think.
Oh, okay.
Which would be like the part you have to build from the ground up because they can use Half-Life 2 models and stuff for the first half.
Right, yeah.
But not everything, but Zen would need to be built from the ground up.
Okay. That's probably a lot.
Yeah. Because like the gravity's different or something. You have a jump pack at that point. Something.
Oh, wow, that's a fun game. There's a lot happening here.
It's really cool. You're like a fucking action-packed scientist, like blasting around. You get like a.
Oh wow.
Because you're in like that suit. You're like it's like Halo.
Oh, that does something for you?
Yeah, there's like it's like your armor. It's your flashlight. I don't know if it's your flashlight in that game.
Oh, so you're
it's
Master Chief.
You're Master Chief.
Oh, I always thought that
you're
was
like a helmetless guy. Yeah, I think
like
the design originally has the helmet. Right, it's the thing you wear because it like does all your power stuff.
Oh wow. I literally just thought that was like an outfit he wore. But
no, it's like for hazarded environment. It'll talk to you as you lose health.
Really?
It'll administer poison antidote.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Fucking cool.
I didn't know that.
It's a good game.
I turned you like way down.
I heard.
But
hello.
Yeah, you're good.
Testicles. Yeah, that's a good game. You should play it.
I think the idea of weapons always being relevant is cool.
My favorite part of that game is the fact that you never really
like
run
that's
out of
such a weird.
What I don't like, my least favorite part is that the soldiers soak up damage like fucking sponges, and it's really dumb.
It's like Dead Rising.
It's
soldiers.
very obnoxious. Yeah, it's very obnoxious. There's some parts it's like holy shit. You're like up on top of him unloading a clip in his chest, and he's like fuck you, fucking scientist, and yeah. So that's basically the thing is like it's the Black Mesa incident. You open an interdimensional wormhole and they're trying to cover it up so the government comes in to kill you.
That's the whole thing.
They're trying to cover up the incident, but you need to go. There's like a contingent of scientists still working that you meet up with. They send you to Zen because they're like trying to close the fucking wormhole. They're trying to like undo this madness, but the government's just trying to kill everyone.
So it's like Doom from the scientist perspective.
It's Doom from the scientist perspective, and like it goes in favor of the scientists.
Oh, interesting.
But like there's way larger, massive spoilers. I apologize. just the whole thing is unfolding before us. But you are like a pawn in some greater interdimensional battle.
Oh, is that what like the G-Man is?
The G-Man is in some way guiding you through this. So, yeah, he puts you in stasis at the end of the first one. He's like, I'll keep you for when I need you again.
And that's when Half-Life 2 picks up?
And then he needs you again. And so he like unleashes you upon planet Earth. And
doesn't Half-Life 2 end like in the middle of like a battle?
Yeah, they stasis you again. It's like, okay, you're good here. Thanks for that part. And then, or something like that. Yeah, I think Half-Life 2 Episode 2 ends in another stasis. I think.
So we're just waiting for the...
but it's never going to happen. Oh, okay. Unless they can think of something so revolutionary.
Yeah, I've always thought VR would be the thing that they would do 3 in.
Everyone sees it coming. Nobody saw the physics engine coming. That's what they need, is something that nobody has... Like, it'll just be like...
Well, what I've heard what the fuck? Valve's situation is based on the success of the product. So you can work on any product you want. You're hired by Valve, and you're not given a place. You just work whatever you want. And you get a bonus at the end of the year based on the success of the products you worked on.
Yeah, so everyone's like, I'll work on hats.
Yeah, I'm going to work on Dota, I'm going to work on Counter-Strike, because that's what's making a ton of money.
Yep.
So, like, there's no real, like, incentive to work on, like, a single-player shooter.
Yeah, well, unless it becomes extremely successful.
Yeah.
That would be cool if you just, like, hey, guys, do you want to make a single-player shooter? And you get some gang together.
You just have to, like, do, like, but then also with because, like, Half-Life 1 revolutionized it by having a story with a shooter, and then it's like, here's a physics engine with your story shooter.
It was cool. So and it was, like, a story and, like, pretty challenging puzzles, and, like... It was very immersive. Yeah. It was like built around getting you into it. So yeah, VR I think needs to be a part of it, but they need another thing because VR is happening already. Other people are doing VR, so they need a step beyond.
VR is going to be like the baseline, but I think there's going to be something else.
They'd need like the suit and Ready Player One where you can like feel what's happening. Yeah. That'd be sweet.
That would,
but it can't be like prohibitively expensive like that, you know. No, it's just got to be like a regular old. That's why I'm wondering if it's ever going to come out. It'll never come out. They can't think of anything. I don't think.
Because like, and like, do people care about the story that much? That's like, we need this finished, or?
You know, they did have whatever game mechanic they were going to use in Portal 2 originally. Wasn't Portals? I forget what it was called. Something to do with I want to say something to do with photography.
Really?
Oh god.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, it's like a term. It's like a real term, but it was going to be the game mechanic, and they're like, this isn't Portals. So they just did Portals, but they're like, they've back pocketed that whatever that game mechanic was. They're holding on to it.
Interesting.
So they have some fucking like unseen awesome mechanic that was like deemed cool enough to be the thing in Portal 2.
Oh, really?
But then they're like, this isn't Portals. We can't put this out.
Wasn't like Portals?
Oh my god, I want to say the name of it, but I can't remember. But anyway,
it was like supposed to tie into Half-Life. Like that was like a thing you were gonna do.
Yeah,
or
the
something.
Borealis is a common theme in both of the games. It was a research vessel for the Aperture
the
Laboratories.
mechanics of that.
Oh yeah, you need to go in Half-Life 3. You need to go. Wait, the mechanics
of like the portal gun. Like that was going to be like a thing you would use.
Arguably, you need to go to an Aperture research vessel.
In which one?
In 3, in Half-Life 3, where you were headed was an Aperture research vessel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Borealis.
Oh, the Borealis is from Aperture. Oh.
Is an Aperture boat, and that's where you need to go in Half-Life 3.
Oh, weird.
So, yeah, it would have been, in some way...
Pull this closer to you, I'm going to turn you down.
Would have been portally.
Oh.
Or something. Some time travel thing, maybe.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I don't know. It would have been some advanced science thing.
Are they like? They're not just portals at Aperture. They are.
No, they have the gels. You know what I mean? The lasers and
right,
shit.
Yeah. Okay.
They do it all.
So they do all sorts of weird shit.
Yeah, I mean, did you play Portal 2?
No. I only played Portal 1. I played the first half. I only got to. I just started getting to the gels, but it took too long, and I was like bored.
When you go to that gels portion, they talk. There's like other experiments they're running, like they have like voiceovers as you go to different sections, and it's like the science experiment to be injected with mantis DNA is canceled, but we have another test for you. Grab a rifle and line up over there. Some mantis people to fight or whatever the fuck. It's so funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So, but it's basically like it's there's like portions of it you can like see the waiting room for before an experiment. And it's there's like pictures of like guys enjoying yachts with a price tag of $50 because like apparently they're just handing out $50 for like streetwalkers to come in and be experimented on. Like hobo, like, they're just getting like hobos off the street like $50. Like they're trying to like coax you into like getting fucking
turn into a mantis person.
Yeah, whatever. Like just the horribly dangerous experimentation.
It's so weird that like, is Half-Life as funny as Portal?
No, not even close. Portal's like the comedy game.
Oh, okay.
Half-Life is pretty serious, but it's also there's humor. You can find your ha-has, your hee-haws in there somewhere.
Because that would be really weird if like you started seeing the application of the Aperture stuff in Half-Life 3 of like the weird,
like
hilarious
the funny,
things,
the amusing things. Not so funny. Yeah.
Like whatever they do for that, but like, isn't it weird that like Valve doesn't make video games anymore?
I hate it, dude.
They
used to make such good. They made like the best video games.
No, they just don't.
They just don't do that anymore. They just decided that's not their thing.
They just get Steam bucks.
Fuck you, Valve.
Fat hat money.
Fuck you, Gabe. No, I'm just kidding. I love you.
They have a Gabe announcer pack for Dota 2. They announced at the International this year.
What?
It's fucking hilarious.
That is funny.
There's a whole trailer for it
Gabe
of the two people showing. That's what he does. He was like, "Thanks for playing Dota 2. I'm Gabe." Like stuff like that. It's really funny.
He's so funny.
And they have like this whole the announcement trailer for it. It's two of the people that are like with the International in the VR booth, and they're like, "All right, Gabe, you just got a double kill. What are you gonna do? Double kill." I'm Gabe Newell. Gabe, you just gotta
double kill.
Gabe, you gotta
Gabe Newell.
You gotta be a little more interesting. Oh no, it's triple kill. They're like, it's more than 2, less than 4. Triple kill. What do you gotta do? Triple kill. I'm Gabe Newell. Thanks for playing Dota 2. I'm like, Gabe. Like, they're just like
Gabe.
They're like struggling to get him to be energetic and like exciting.
So funny.
It's hilarious.
I love it.
Because it's like I wish he would do more things like that. But that's one of the nice things about Valve is like they're so in on their own bullshit.
Yeah.
Where it's like they'll do shit like that.
They're very aware they've never approached the number 3.
Like they're just hilarious.
We need another orange. We need the orange cube.
Yeah. I would enjoy a TF3.
That would be awesome.
Do you think like one day they'll just release like Team Fortress 3, Left 4 Dead 3,
yes.
Half-Life 3, Portal 3 all at once?
I really do. I really
like
think
we would have an orange cube.
The orange cube is it'll be like the it'll be the infrared cube. It's like further on the color spectrum, it's off the visible light spectrum. It's the infrared cube. And it's just fucking glorious.
Yeah, every 3.
Just every 3 all at once.
Because like people are clamoring for those games. Like Vermintide is like,
dude, people want it so.
They just want to play Left 4 Dead, so they're playing Vermintide.
Dude, like people, like just like Valve, they struck gold and they just want to like stop.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, I guess I don't blame them either. But
I mean,
at
honestly,
least come up with new games.
I just can't imagine that
just don't
making
let it go
any
to
game,
waste. They're so good. Good.
There's no way any of the games they make is a loss. No. There's just no way.
Dude, if they release Half-Life 3 at any point in the next, 10 years, it would be an enormous success. Yeah. Smash it. They could just put it on Steam. No marketing.
They would just bury Overwatch if they put out TF3, I think. Because they would just, that opening week, everyone would be like, what the fuck just happened?
Dude,
even if the game was harder or not as fun,
I wish they would just fucking shake the foundations of video gaming and release the fucking infrared cube already.
That would be amazing. Could you? Oh my god! Could you
imagine?
It's fucking crazy.
It's brutal.
It would actually shatter everything. If they were like, all of these games just got their third
shatter
iteration,
the internet.
I would know. I
shatter.
I don't even care about a lot of those projects. And I would get it. I'd be like, I just want to see it.
Instantly, I would get it. It could be like $400. Yeah. I'd be like, I would be selling organs.
Why does this exist?
Be in the street, be begging for money.
Is the TF2 universe attached to the Half-Life universe?
No, that's a cartoon.
Okay, so it's just a cartoon.
It's a totally different thing, yeah.
It's kind of hilarious, some of the TF2 stuff.
Well, maybe it's tangentially,
because it takes place in the 60s
related
or something, right?
Yeah, I have no idea.
And Half-Life is more
Half-Life's today.
Contemporary,
or whatever, yeah.
It's a little, and
or a slight
Portal's
future or something.
Because, they still make stuff for TF2. Isn't that crazy? That game still gets updates.
Insanity.
That game's old as fuck.
TF2. I can't even believe that.
Yeah. I kind of been thinking about reinstalling it because I do enjoy the game. And
it was a fun game.
I think they've updated enough of it where it's not as obtuse to get into the game. So so it was old internet with you joined a server and you know, whatever.
That was fun.
So I think they made it a little more up to date to standards of just hitting the play button and it working as opposed to having to go through all these extra little steps. But that game is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The weapons thing is a little whack. Having the different weapons have different effects, but some of them are fun. The one knife that the spy has and you turn into the thing you kill. That's pretty fun.
That is pretty fun.
That's a pretty delightful weapon.
But the demo men with the swords is annoying.
Oh yeah.
It's so annoying.
Have you ever played Medieval Attack and Defend?
Yeah, that's great.
It's the best mode in that game.
I love playing the medic with the crossbow.
Yes, it's so fun.
Yeah, that is really
and
cool.
if you walk over by the little braziers, you can light your arrows on fire and stuff.
It's awesome.
It's so
super
cool.
Dope. Right, because the archer, the
ranger, the sniper, the sniper gets the bow.
Yeah, that's but I do just have chivalry, so I can just do that if I want. That's a great game though.
I've never played chivalry.
Chivalry, fun. It's more fun with people, but
my really only interaction with chivalry was I had a friend who was playing it on a low gravity server, and after you fall a certain distance, you start screaming.
Oh yeah.
So everyone's just ah! And that's all. I was like, why is all
that's
this?
Horrible.
There's a lot of noise coming from that computer.
I hate that, but I like the game normally.
It seems kind of neat.
It is kind of neat. It's a great way to put it.
Is there a depth to it, or is it just kind of grab sword and run at shit?
The depth is
because there's classes, right?
Swinging follows your mouse, so you can speed it up by swinging that way. You click to swing, but you're still following your cursor. So you click to swing, you can pull back on it to slow it up and throw off their block timing and then get the hit in. That's where the trick is, doing a full 360 with your swing.
So you can do the Zelda
shit.
spin.
You can do, I don't even. It gets there's. I don't really know.
Oh, okay.
But I know that's the skill ceiling is controlling the blows and
Oh, weird.
Knowing when to block. I mean, knowing when to block is kind of a basic thing, but blocking, countering those kinds of plays where you're controlling the swing.
I didn't know. Was that done in Source?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. It looks like a Source game.
I don't think so. I don't think it is.
The models are all weirdly janky and moving weird.
Yeah. Yeah, but they don't really move like Source engine models, and I think it's Unit.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. A lot of things that's just cheap and easy to use.
Yeah, it is.
Didn't Valve just put out a new engine? Or announce something about a new engine?
I don't know. Source 2?
Yes. Is that what it's called?
I don't know. It's just Source Engine is the engine they have.
I think there's a Source 2 or something else. I remember reading about this maybe earlier this year. There's this new Valve engine, and I was like, oh, are things about to happen?
Are things about is this how we get the cube?
I think it might be. I think there's new. I want to say that they've been working on a new engine for years, and I think they announced the name of it recently or something. Or it's
Source 2.
It's real, right?
Propriety.
It's an actual.
In June 2015, Valve announced
they've been working on it for years. I think they there's been an update recently.
I have no idea. Oh, here we go. Something in 20. The engine will also be used for Valve's upcoming digital collectible card game.
That's what it was. That's right. I forgot about that. At the last year's International, they're like, hey, we're going to announce a new game. And everyone's like, what the fuck? And they're like, it's a CCG. And everyone said, why? Why, Gabe?
It looks shitty. Oh, it looks so dumb. That's going to suck. They're fucking... Give me fucking Half-Life 3 already. What do they want? Money or something? Fucking idiots.
I don't think they could. They couldn't want more money.
Give me the game I want. Seriously, what the fuck?
Steam does so well.
What is Gabe doing with all that money?
Buying knives and exercise balls.
Tone it the fuck back, Gabriel. give me my science shooter. Give it to me. Or another Portal. That was fun.
Like, isn't it crazy that like they're the source for PC gaming? Like, that's just it.
Yes.
Like, it's bananas.
That is bananas.
Like, when does that exist?
You get PC games through them,
and that's it.
You
got GOG if you're
if you're reaching back.
Yeah. Some newer games are released on GOG, but it's like you need to be on the end to even know. Like, if you're about like, hey, I'm getting PC gaming, what do I need? Steam, and they're like, all right,
and they're done.
Like,
nobody says GOG.
Yeah, you're saying GOG if like you're like
get your origin.
If you know what a DRM is, then you're saying GOG.
Yeah,
but most people don't know what that means. So like, most people don't give a shit.
Yeah, man. GOG. What does it stand for? Game of the Galaxy.
Good old games.
Good old games. Game of the Galaxy for sure, though.
It originally started with like, and they honestly, it's really fantastic, like old like releases of like Western RPGs.
Yeah, it is actually fantastic. Yeah, and I kind of want to get in there because I do want to play like a cool adventure game.
Yeah, and then they've started to release because it's done by the CD Projekt Red who do The Witcher. They run it as well.
Right. Oh,
so it's like just cool because they're wonderful people. Every physical copy of The Witcher 3 comes with a thank you letter.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
They're like, thanks for just
Thanks
playing.
for playing a game.
Yeah.
Cute.
And then the 2 DLCs of The Witcher 3 are bigger than The Witcher 3.
Nice.
They're their own games. Like, CD Projekt Red just loves their fans.
Well, yeah.
Did you know they started as a pirate company? They pirated games to put into Polish.
Oh, they translated.
Yeah, they were translating and releasing things for Polish fans. And then BioWare was like, hey, you guys are cool. You can just use our engine if you'd like.
That's weird, but awesome. God, they'd said that.
And so they just gave them, I think it's like the Jade Empire engine or whatever they used for like...
Were they programming? Were they programming?
I mean, they were like breaking games. So yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, they were hacking?
They were hacking. They were the Pirate Bay of like, Poland. Like those pilot, like those cracks you get on the Pirate Bay. They were doing that for Polish games. Like they're like, this game's not being released in Poland, so we're going to bring it over here, translate it, and release it over here. So they're like a distributor, which is why they do GOG. And then people already knew what they were doing with like developing of games. Now they make them. But they've only made The Witcher.
Yeah.
Which they got.
Really? That's the only thing they've made?
Yeah, they've never made anything else.
That's a good thing to be known for. Yeah. They did very, very well for themselves.
I mean, no one gives a fuck about the books compared to that. Like
nobody gives a fuck about the books compared to that. That thing is big.
Yeah, it's way bigger.
But you can just jump in because the character starts with amnesia.
Yeah, you're good to go.
You're good to go. You're ready to go. You're on the same footing as Geralt.
Yeah.
Geralt
Geralt of Rivia.
Garialto.
I think it's Riviera.
Of Riviera. No, it's Rivera, I think.
That's Rivia, okay.
Rivera.
But yeah.
I actually don't know.
I've read the first book, but I don't remember.
Cool.
There's like 7 of them.
Cool. Yeah, the first 2 are short stories.
Yeah, they're all short story books. Because it was like a similar like pulpy magazine of like Polish fiction.
That's cool.
And he just wrote them in there.
Apparently it's kind of grimdark.
Yeah, it's not like pleasant.
Not light.
Things happen that are rough.
Some rough occurrences.
And then there are like things in there that are like retelling of like your typical fairy tales. Yeah. Like there's like one that's like a Beauty and the Beast kind of story.
Cool. But there's also a monster hunter who walks through the story and fucks it up.
Oh yeah, there's like it's basically like normal mythology stories that you are familiar with, but told through the perspective of the guy who murders them. So like it's and he's dope as fuck.
Like Dracula.
Yeah.
Van Helsing.
Yeah.
It's his thing.
Exactly.
That's exactly it.
I want to get more into like vampire fiction.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I have the resource for you. No, but actually my advisor in college, that was her like specialty, was like vampire literature. Yes.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Very into it. So
I just realized I said vampire fiction, like there's a non-fiction version.
Classic. Could you imagine?
Yeah. It's just like
genuine vampire studies, but like it was a thing. Dude, that Dollop episode.
Yes.
Have you heard it on the vampires and shit? Like digging up corpses to like tear the hearts out and shit.
Yeah.
The fuck?
There's an episode of lore about that.
A lore.
Lore. It's a podcast about like monster.
I'm like aware of it.
Yeah. It's so except like after like episode like 15, they like stopped doing or I say they, this one guy, he stops doing like origins of monsters, and he's like, and this guy walked in this house, murdered 3 people, and they never found him. Next episode, you're like, what the fuck was that?
Wow, that's creepy.
This is horrifying.
I don't need that.
Yeah, so it's not, like I stopped listening to it after.
Take monster origins.
Yeah,
thank you.
Like there was a couple of them that were kind of neat, where it's like, oh, these people got trapped on a lighthouse, and they didn't. The one guy died, and
Stephen King was there.
They wrapped him. He wrapped him on the banisters during the storm, and then they were like, then he was trapped there for like several months, and then when they were trying to come get him, they were like, oh, we wanted to get you, but every time we came out, we saw a guy waving because he tied the guy to the banister, and his dead body flapped in the wind. So he got trapped there for months.
Yeah.
But like, that's just a normal story. I want to know about like where vampires come from.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. That's what I thought it was.
That's what it started as.
Yeah.
He's a horror writer. Like that's what he does.
Oh, neat.
He like writes books.
Neat.
It's got a show on Amazon now. Like, they bought it, and I don't know what it is. Like I think I would assume it's more of the monster stuff. That's more interesting. But it could just be. So. It could just be like 18th century murders. I don't know.
That's a weird thing to do the show on. I guess because they like inspire. It becomes a part of that lore of the area.
Yeah, I think that's.
Local
I think
lore
that
is like the legend of these murders.
In the first one, he did that. He gave an explanation of why, but then that became just the primary of the show.
Yeah,
because I thought it'd be cool. It's like, oh, I'm gonna learn about this, like, an Icelandic fairy. Like they have that whole like fairy history or whatever.
Yes.
The fairies that live in the mountains or something.
Like fairy courts are cool.
They're dope as fuck.
That is cool.
The whole fae thing is really cool. But I thought it would be about that. Like, he'd get into the real nitty-gritty of weird historical things. Like, I was watching this video the other day about Irish mythology, and, like, there's nothing on it.
Yeah.
Because it was all, like, spoken, and then it just stopped being verbal. Spoken. Like,
yep.
And there's,
oral history is
there's, like 5...
tradition.
There's, like, 5 basically, like, Bibles. Like, there's, like, 5 versions of it, and none of them, like, even match up even a little. Like, there's some similar characters, but, like... Like, it's so poorly, like, it's not like Greek mythology, it's all kept together.
Yeah.
And there's, like, a general narrative.
Yeah.
There's, like, no narrative to it. Like, some of them are, like, this character, this thing, this group disappeared and walked out there, and in one version they come back in boats, one version they just walk across the water, like, it's, like, not even remotely close to each other.
That's really weird.
Yeah. So, like, the question in the video is, like, why are there not as many, like, stories based in Irish mythology? And it's because there's just so little.
Like the source material is crazy.
It's like all weirdly broken up. But isn't that like kind of
like sort of like Native American stuff you can't really get.
Oh right, yeah. That's so much oral
tradition.
Isn't American Gods the Neil Gaiman book about like the gods that people don't care about as much?
Yeah, partly, but it's also about the new American gods, like television and things of that nature. Yeah.
Well, it's very fascinating.
Yeah, give it a look. It's a cool book.
There's a show about it now.
Yep.
Is that good?
Didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
But I would trust it. I would trust that show.
Because, like, that's such... I honestly really... Did you ever read the comic Fables?
No, you've told me about it.
Yeah, it's basically like all fairy tale creatures. They live in, like, a borough of New York that no one can see. Yeah. And you basically you die when people forget about you.
Yeah.
And so, like, one of the characters is, like, Snow White's sister, Rose, or something. Rose Red.
Not gonna make it.
And it's like, no one fucking knows who you are. So she has, like, no power, and she's, like, really... It's like, she starts, like, fading. It's, like, pretty neat.
That's kind of neat.
But I like the idea of, like, I like when stories incorporate obscure things of, like, old.
Yeah.
I think that's really neat. Like, Sandman does stuff with that occasionally. Because, like, that's another Neil Gaiman thing. But, like, I've told you, like, he's, like, friends with Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Like, Shakespeare is, like, I want to be really good, and he's like, I'll help you. And, like, he, like, does things
I
with him.
would help you.
Yeah. Sandman is just written really weird, because it's kind of out of chronological order, because he's a being of eternity, so, like...
Yeah, that is weird.
It doesn't really matter.
But it's cool, you can just pop him whenever.
Yeah, like, a couple times you're just reading a story, and, like, all of a sudden... It was like when there's 8 of them, because each one is, like... There's like they're all the D names.
Like 8 volumes?
No, 8 siblings.
Oh.
Dream and like Death and Disgust. What was it? I don't remember them. Death and Dream are the only two I really remember. I haven't read the whole thing. But there's like 8 of them, and when they appear in a time, they dress like that time. So like you'll just start a chapter, and all of a sudden Dream is wearing like
a period
clothes, and you're like, oh, I guess we're here now, and like he's gonna talk about this.
Just gotta get into it. Yeah, that's cool.
But then there's also like normal like monster shit where it's like, oh, one of the things is like it opens with like Dream had like he lost control of his domain, so some of the nightmare creatures like got out, and he's got to like go fucking stop that shit from happening.
That's cool.
So like, there's like one guy who's like, he has like mouths for eyes, and he like causes people like kill themselves and stuff in this huge event. So like,
That's
so
nice.
it's like, yeah. So there's like a normal superhero things happening. It takes place in the DC universe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He goes and
Straight
meets Martian Manhunter at one point.
Nice.
He's like, hey, I need your help. He goes, no thanks, or something like that.
That's super cool.
And then he goes and talks to Constantine, because Constantine fucks with that shit all day long.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like super invested in the DC universe.
Very cool.
Yeah. So when I started reading it,
that at all.
and then he's like, we gotta go talk to the superhumans or something. I'm like, what the fuck? And then they go to the JLA building, and like Martian Manhunter's like, oh, they're all busy. I can talk to you. I'm like,
that's so cool.
yeah.
That's shocking.
And then he had mentioned like, all right, well, he's like, there's like 3 things he had to do, and like one of them was like, go ahead, go talk to Lucifer, go talk to Constantine, go see if the Justice League can help, and like, that's what he goes and does.
That was quite the chapter.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's cool.
It's like it's like weirdly tied together, and like has all this like background that isn't actually written into the thing, but it's like I guess they're the gods of it.
Time traveling, or they're just immortal?
They're immortal, and like they don't like, you just kind of jump around to the different
chronologically.
Yeah, it's not chronological, but they are immortal. So there's like one point where he gets like captured, and they're like, give us powers, and he goes, bitch, I'm immortal, I'll just wait for you to die. Like, I don't give a fuck.
You just sit in this cage
Yeah,
forever.
I'll just chill here.
I'll wait you. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I guess it's a cool, I don't know. Neil Gaiman does cool things like that.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
I want to get into that. Is there like compendiums I can purchase on the internet?
I have them all right there.
All the Sandman?
Yeah, they're down there somewhere.
Fuck. Can I take one with me?
Yeah, you can take them. I have every single one.
The collection.
There's 13 of them or something. They're right there. There's Saga, and then they're to the left of that.
You have all of Saga too.
I think I might be missing one. I'm not caught up, so I don't know exactly what I'm.
Is this finished?
Yeah, that's Wake. That's the end. Get it?
Yeah, I do get it. I do. Are these in order? They are in order.
Yep.
Oh, can I borrow these?
Yeah, you can take them.
Dope. I'll read this on vacation.
They're like kind of whack too. Like the artwork and stuff's like really cool. Like
yeah. Oh
it's
yeah.
all like
oh yeah. For those at home, the artwork is whack.
and like the covers on these compendiums are like pretty nuts.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at these.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a
stacked right here.
a sequel series or something too, or maybe it's a prequel that goes past this a little bit, but like
but this
the
is
10
the
volumes
primary.
that's the primary.
The
story.
primary swath.
Yeah, so this is what it's called, Prelude or something. Prelude and Nocturnes, and then
Preludes
the Wake
and
is the end.
Nocturnes, and then the Wake, because it's about sleeping. It's funny.
Yeah. His Sister Death's really cool.
Oh, these are cool. I like the art actually quite a bit.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Who draws this?
I think it's different people. That's all
Different
these names
folks, yes. Okay.
are. So this one has 3 people in it. This one's got a fuckload.
Fuck. Neil. Oh, so it must be very inconsistent, like look-wise. Very interesting. Very interesting, Neil.
Yeah, I think I've only read-
follow along.
I think I've only read the first 5. I think that's why these are different colors. Like, so
Really?
I think these have like sun damage on them a little bit. That's why they're slightly different colors.
even
And
out, yeah.
these ones are like super pale.
Cool.
So I think I've only read like half of it.
Cool.
Out of it.
Yeah, I gotta finish Saga or get caught up with it.
I don't even remember where I am. I think I own like 2 or 3 of those. I've never even touched.
I'd probably just restart it.
Yeah, I have to.
It's great though.
Because it's like so short. Like events that are happening
It
are
is.
not like a lot of an event.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's it's not too bad to
It's not
restart
like-
it because
yeah.
it's not super long.
it's not super long, but like it's also not like we're still like I would say like in the first arc.
Oh, definitely.
Like, it's not like a ton. Yeah.
or maybe not.
Maybe in the second one at this
second
point.
or third.
But like it's not like a ton. You know, it's not like a full arc is happening within one volume. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
I think I have 7 down there or something. I don't remember. What do I have down there? What's the number? Power Rangers one are next to it, so it should be whatever's after that. The blue one there. They're not.
Oh no, this is image, but it's different.
Oh, that's east to west.
So you have 9. No, east to west. So you have 8.
I have 8 of them.
I
Okay.
think there's more than that though.
I think there are more than that
And I think I might have a few. I think I have a few more at home.
because I picked them up and I remember that they exist, and
Yeah.
then I just haven't gotten around to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get back into that. But this is cool too. I'm actually more interested in saying
This is like a really unique thing, and like he's got cool shit in the back too, where it's like maybe not this one, but like yeah, it's like sketches of characters and
Oh,
stuff.
that's great.
And then one of them has like a script. That's Shakespeare.
Oh yes, please God.
Him hanging out with Shakespeare.
The Willie shakes.
Yeah, so like some of them have like scripts, and you can see like how he wrote it, and then like the notes he made changes and stuff like that.
That's cool.
And it's really cool to see like the process of it. So I'm always fascinated like how something like this gets put together. Something as complicated as this too, like such a like weirdly deep like lore thread.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Fully remastered. Is it like retouched up? Is it? Oh wow, some are thick. 9 is thick.
Yeah, they change in length. I think they actually like they have like there's a reason they get cut where they get cut. So that's why like they're kind of varying in length.
Some of them are different length.
Yeah.
That's cool. They are. These are thick. This is gonna be a long read.
Yeah, I didn't get through the whole thing. I think I got them in chunks. That's why I stopped. And then I was like, oh, I'll come back. And I just never did. So.
Oh, they're gonna lean back.
That's what I say about keeping on the pole.
Yeah, you got
the mic stand.
on the stand. You can just chill.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how you think about this.
Yeah,
because I didn't get through the whole thing. And I do want to. I was thinking about reading this, but I'm trying to get through. I read all the Power Rangers ones, trying to keep
I could
up
bring
on
them
that.
to work too. I could read it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Little pockets in the day where I have time. They're cool as fuck. I like this cover arts.
Some of them freak me out.
Yeah, they're freaky looking.
Some of the remaster, like this one, the doll one in the second volume, like
that's
super
just
fucking weird.
That's just great.
Yeah, so some of them are fucking weird looking, but it is cool. Oh, I keep hitting this fucking cable.
I'll take a look at the old time. Oh, it's 10 o'clock already now. I might have to head to the old sleep
Yeah, that's
town.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Gotta get up for my big New Hampshire beach day tomorrow.
And a lot of Sandman, apparently.
And a lot, dude, I can't wait. I want to, like, on the beach read Sandman. Can you imagine Sandman
on the
beach? Can you get?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That'll be a relaxing day. Because I'm not one to just go to the beach. You know?
I never do it.
Like, can I just be there and do nothing?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't think I can.
Last time I was on the beach, I read.
I want to read something.
Manga.
I think I need. read some manga, read some comics. I need that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You just gotta be careful because it's like sandy.
As long as it's not like wind blowing, there's only some sand
there's really
near it.
there's no really risk if you're on a chair or something.
Yeah.
I should get beach chairs.
That would help.
Could just be on a towel too. But they,
I've read like a book on the beach, and boy, is it easy to fall asleep.
But
and then you burn.
It's so relaxing. Oh my god, I
burn
burned so bad. I need to get like a parasol.
Like we were in South Carolina, I was reading The Witcher. I fell asleep and I burnt my feet.
Do you have those books in like hardcover, like not hardcover, but like physical form?
They're down there by the movies.
You have all of them?
No, I have like the first 3.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I think I have all of them on my phone, or
I have them all on my
access to
computer.
all of them.
I
know where to get them all. They're big. Maybe I don't have them all, but I know where to get them.
Because I originally was looking for something, and then I accidentally downloaded all the books, and I was like, oh, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, but they're cool. Oh no, I do have them all. Oh sweet, I can do all this. That sounds fun. But my phone, the battery's not great lately.
Oh yeah.
So maybe I'll wait till I get like a new phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it with. I like having them.
Yeah, I would prefer having them
reading
myself.
Everything is way easier with physical.
Way easier.
Because there's like there's 2 runs of the Power Rangers comics right now. There's Go-Go Power Rangers and then Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I only Mighty Morphin's been released in like a physical form. And so, but I read. Oh Jesus Christ! I read the
remix.
The Go-Go online. It took like way longer to read 8, and then I read 20 issues yesterday of Mighty Morphin because I have it in front of me. And it's like way easier to.
That is way easier.
It's like it's just I don't know why.
Yeah, I think Naruto would probably be easier if I could see how close I was in physical form. Because I know I'm like volume wise, there's got to be like a handful left.
Yeah. You could probably look up the total.
Yeah, I could look up the total volumes and see. I forget which one I'm on. It's high 40s or something.
Or just like the chapter title.
Yeah.
Total rather.
Yeah.
Just understand like.
I can see the chapter total. I forget how many, but I know I'm close.
Yeah.
But to just tangibly see it.
It's
just numbers on a screen right now.
It's easier to force yourself to read like. I think it's easier when it's like something's in a volume form.
So easy.
Because you're like, I'll just do this one.
To mark your progress really easy.
I'll do this one. And
it's just it's just a void on this phone. I can just scroll through Naruto for days.
Because when I read like Hunter x Hunter, I'm always like, I'll read 1 volume a day. And it's like, or I'll read 3 or whatever.
Yeah, you'll bored. If you have a ton of time, you can blast through a bunch of them.
Yeah.
God, what a great series that is.
If only it was.
Don't get me started there. Yeah, because if only.
If only it just actually kept up with
itself. If it knew how to keep going, that would have been great. But it didn't.
Except it keeps going. It doesn't know how to keep going.
Oh, it doesn't know how to, but it's doing it. It's just gonna go for it.
It's ridiculous.
Not great.
It's got such potential. Such deep potential.
Such deep.
And that's why I almost want to keep up with it.
Move set thing he invented.
Yeah, I just want to keep up with it in case he figures it out. In case he stumbles into figuring it out.
He's such a fucking ditz. Such a fucking idiot.
There's a lot of Dragon Quest to play. I mean, there's no way. If you're a listener or a reader of that series and you actually think you're going to get any between now and the release of Dragon Quest XI next week.
Yeah, you can suck a dick.
You're not seeing...
He's not coming out.
Did Dragon Quest XI already come out in Japan? It might already come out in Japan.
If it's come out, you're not seeing shit. You know what I mean?
Comes out Tuesday in America.
He's like drawing up elaborate character builds in the pregame before it comes out, and then when it comes out, he's elaborately grinding for his perfect builds. I don't know how he plays. I don't know. I'm just getting on his shit. I just want more content. But, when he comes out with shit, it's not great.
Do you know the Japanese don't want Dragon Quest games with voice acting?
Good for them.
Because they never had it back in the day.
The tradition.
So they're like, well, it's weird.
Weird. Yeah, what's with this Final Fantasy remake? What is that about?
7?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
Oh, no gameplay come out?
No, I mean, there was like 2, but both of them are so drastically different from each other. We have no idea.
Interesting. I'm very interested. Is it going to be like 15, do you think?
Yeah, it'll be closer to 15, yeah.
Very cool.
It's, I want to say it is between 15 and Kingdom Hearts. If Kingdom Hearts is breakneck pace, like way too much action, and 15 is a little slower, it's going to be like in between them, I think is what they said.
Was there a PC release of 15? No, right? Oh, there was?
Yeah, it came out.
Maybe I'll get that.
It's got like a crazy mod community.
That's fun because it's like I'm looking for like an adventure-y kind of game.
It's exactly that.
It's just a bro-y, adventure-y fun.
It's like a lot of... And the thing is, too, is your experience will be slightly different because like the game has more... Because it like never stopped coming out. Like it came out in like September, and then it was like there's been updates like until like maybe even last month. There's still updates happening. So like you like the version they're selling is the definitive version. It's got like all of the shit together.
Is it like $60 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get
wait till I get paid.
But it has all the DLC with like because each character at one point disappears of the 4 party members. And so there's a DLC where you play as their journey
sections,
and you get to, and then you can control them as well. I think now.
Yeah.
It used to be when I played, you could only play as Noctis, and now I think you can play as each
switch around
character if you want and like do different things.
Combat's kind of slow. It's slower than Kingdom Hearts. I'm good with that actually. I kind of prefer that. It's
pretty easy. I never died.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of sucky.
But also that's the game I'm like most comfortable with. So maybe you would have a little bit harder of a time. I don't know.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with like BioShock Infinite when I didn't die at all.
Oh yeah,
I played that one all the way through. It was really kind of sad.
There's no when I was playing it, there was only easy and normal too in Final Fantasy 15. So like I would have turned it to hard, but there wasn't an option.
I'll play it on normal and see what happens.
But like it's weird because like Kingdom Hearts, it's each press.
Yeah.
You hold a button and so I think it's circle is your attack button.
So you hold it.
So you hold it, and then the combo does automatically. And then you can like the shoulder buttons were like call on your allies, and then a lock on and stuff like that. So
that's cool.
It was like so like you have like combo attacks, and like if you attack a monster with like like an ally near you, you do like things where like if it's like Gladio, he'll like vault you up, and then you'll stab straight down and stuff like that. And then you have like a super move too that you can do. It's really good. It's like really flashy and fun to play. It's just a little easy.
Fuck, I'm gonna get it though. I'm definitely gonna get it because I'm into a big adventure game.
And like if you just want to like run around and hunt monsters and like
I do. I really
just like
do.
that game's really good for that. There's like each like there's like roadside diners all the time.
Yeah.
And each one has like their own like hunting like hey fucking kill this thing for me. Like, you just walk up to the bartender or whatever and he's like, hey, this thing's fucking kind of going crazy. You want to kill this thing?
It's always fun. Like in Skyrim, you can just like, oh, here's an inn. They have a quest, I'm sure, and you just get it and you do it.
Yeah, so I did all of those. Like, so I've done all the hunts at the time of the very first release.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they've added anything.
Did all the hunts and then you beat the main story.
Yeah, that's all I've done. So I did like, and then there's like...
There's other side content?
Yeah, when you beat the game, so every time you go into a dungeon, if you go to the very end of the dungeon, like you'll fight a boss, and then you'll notice you can keep going, you'll see this big door. And you can only get in there after you beat the game. You go to this woman, and she'll be like, "Oh, hey, you the king? I got a key for you from your dad." And she gives you a key.
Big spoilers. Yeah.
And then you get this key. It's not really though.
I know he's the prince at the start, right? So
it
makes sense.
Yeah, so you get this key, and you can go to these like extra dungeons. A lot of them suck, and it's just like hallways. Yeah. But then there's some of them, like the one I forget which one it was. It was the last one I did. It's 50 floors straight down. Every 10 floors you can rest at the camp. But you can't use items.
Nice.
It's amazing. It's the only time I ever came close to dying.
That's super cool.
Because like items are super strong in that game.
Yeah.
But you can't use items, so you have to be really careful.
They're really great.
Really, really cool. And like you start getting exhaust with the team, where you're like, you got something, you're like, all right, it's fucking floor 9. I only have to do this like 2 more times. And you just go down, all right, fuck, we're safe. All right, or it was every 10th floor, so it was like, all right, 1 more floor. Boom, okay, great. And let's heal and try to keep up. And like, it was really, really cool to do it. And like, when you eat, you get like bonuses. You can have like more, I forget what they were. But you had like,
what you ate.
depending on what you ate, you get different things. So like you could, you like, all right, I need this buff right now because we're clearly not doing enough of whatever. So you try to work your food around to do that and stuff. And then there's also an entire jumping puzzle bonus dungeon, which is the worst thing ever. And I highly recommend avoiding it. It's all options. So like, you only get the airship to the end of the game. Mm-hmm. Although that might have changed now because they've added other things to do with the car. But you get the airship at the end of the game, and then there's a spot you can get. So you'll look at your map, and you can see all the roads. And then you'll notice in this one little corner, there's a road that's like 2 inches long. You're like, what the fuck is that? It's a runway to land and get to this jumping puzzle dungeon. But the airship doesn't have a hover option, so you need to be really fucking good at landing a car.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I've killed myself so many times trying to land to get to this thing, or even escape. Because you're trying to land, you have to land on a road, but if you hit like a light post, you fucking die.
Yeah.
There's no error in landing. You cannot hit anything.
Just get their shit together.
Yeah, so it's really hard to fly. Maybe they fixed it, but it was a fucking nightmare. And it's a jumping puzzle dungeon, and you get one of the best accessories in the game from doing it, but it is so hard. Yeah. Because your jumping sucks dick.
I love it.
Because Noctis, he'll do this thing where he lands, and then he'll take 2 steps forward. To for momentum, and normally who gives a shit?
I can't even believe how shitty jumping can get in newer games.
It doesn't make sense.
Everyone knows what a good taste in jump feels like, and
no one does it.
Nobody does it. It's get it together.
It's so dumb, and so there's a lot of times
fools. But I like jumping in Half-Life. Great jump. You do those crouch jumps, and it feels fluid and controlled. It's great. All right, well, I'm leaving here with a bunch of great media to consume.
Yeah, you do that.
I have all sorts of things I want to get to now.
Yeah, take it all.
That, and then of course Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I'm gonna read through these when you're done too. I'm gonna get through Invincible, which I have there.
Invincible.
I think the third one came out, so I'm probably buy that soon.
The big compendium.
Yeah, the final. It has an ending. They planned for an ending.
Oh, what a novel idea.
So it's over.
Yeah, that's great.
So I'm gonna. I've owned those two, the first two compendiums forever, and I'm halfway through the first one, and then I stopped because I want to catch up on the Power Ranger stuff because the big arc just ended 2 days ago, or is in the process of ending. I don't remember. It's labeled as finale put number 1, but that could mean it's just the finale. I don't know. We'll get there.
All right.
But yeah, all right, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for to come by anytime.
Boogie woogie.
Do whatever you need to do. Do you want to plug any of your shows before you leave?
No. Okay. I don't know the dates. All They're all new. It just keep your eye out. WillComeSplayers.com. Woo.
All right.
Like us on Facebook.
All right. Long kisses.